Here we go.
Hey, howdy, hey. It's yet another stick drift. The 36 one of these. It's Expedition 36. Okay, that joke is dead. Anyway, you're listening to Stick Drift, a bi-weekly show where we talk about the world of video games and the culture surrounding them. My name is Power Glover, and with me, as always, is my eternally best friend who will definitely not divorce me after our Super Mario Sunshine talk. Noah
Oh my
Rada. How you
gosh.
doing?
I'm doing all right, yeah. But Expedition
For
36 is not a
now,
real video game, so
fun fact, there was an Expedition 36.
that's
You
pretty
hear about it
insane.
in that game. I know.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Anyway, if you like it or you hate it, please would you rate it, follow the Real Cool, and leave a like on that mic. You can find us on YouTube at StickDriftPodYT, on Twitter/X at StickDriftYT, and lastly on our Facebook page, StickDrift. We're also on Spotify. Each of our content has its own channel, so for specific podcasts, please subscribe to each to make sure you get the newest audio content in your feed. We're doing well, I think. We've watched the Mario movie. We were anticipating that last podcast, I believe. We're also an hour away from Capcom's hot new Blazing Joint Pragmata puzzle shooter. Pragmata. Are you excited about that? That game looks really good. I'm
Yeah,
excited about it.
it seems all right. Yeah.
Yeah, seems good. There's robots in it. No, you like robot
They're cool.
robots of the female persuasion. They
Whoa,
got
whoa,
that.
whoa. I'm getting called out here. I'm getting absolutely called out here. Slow your roll
I've
there. Slow
read
your roll.
you. I've read you down dirty,
Oh
sir. All
my
right.
gosh.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
I know what type of man you are.
Oh my gosh. Listen,
Speaking of
they build them so aerodynamic. You just can't
Oh
resist.
God. Oh God. I will get into some Valhalla talk later for sure, but
Uh,
oh my goodness, that's a little too much. But anyway, yeah, we've been playing some video games. Hell, I played a new video game today. That's illegal, I think, right now. We can't
is
do
it?
that. No, it's not illegal. I've been doing it. If it was illegal, I'm breaking the damn law because
It's
I did
crazy.
that today. Um, Pragmata will be the big topic of discussion, I think, next week. Um, but yeah, for now, to kind of start, we don't want to go into spoilers for all the fanboys out there. But what'd you think of the Mario movie? We haven't talked about it on the podcast yet. The Super Mario Galaxy movie. It's always weird how they title those things. It's always like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's not normal for like a
No,
Mario thing.
Zelda, or that's like a Zelda thing. That's not like a Mario thing, so it's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Right. And it's weird. Okay, so Nintendo's very specific about nomenclature when it comes to their marketing. Like
Yeah.
whenever they show a game in their direct or an update for a game, they go like, "There is an update for the new Super Mario Brothers game." Like they say game at the end of it. Like it's a very specific like legalistic thing they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um I just find it funny. Anyway, carry on with your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it when Wario came on the screen and just dropped Trow in front of everyone. I thought that was pretty funny, so, yeah.
Drop trout. That's wild. I was watching a very funny like fan cartoon of him. I need to send it to you. It's just Wario invading other movies.
Oh, that's
Like
great.
he like invades the alien movie and like lands on the dude with a chest burster and just farts off into space and it's very good. It's very good. I
That's
gotta send that
awesome.
to you. But yeah, that definitely happened. Yes, I'm
Oh,
with you.
yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, we weren't supposed to say that. Oh, that was a spoiler, my bad. Ah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
doing terrible. Yeah,
hidden character.
uh,
Wario. Yeah, he showed up for sure.
definitely.
Um, yeah, I I liked it. I liked that movie.
Yeah,
It's better than the first one, I think. I mean, do
definitely.
you agree
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah, it's pretty non-confrontational. I would say even more so than the first movie. And I think that works. I think that works really well. I think that subverting expectations of conflict is really it at least it worked well for this movie in particular. So I think it kept the
Yeah,
flow
yeah,
of the movie going well, and it kept the movie from getting bogged down by too many like subplots, because they're just trying to do this simple story with just this one base conflict, and it's really kind of like a non-conflict in a way. Kind of is
mhm.
like bad, but like I don't know
It
it
it just reeks of Miyamoto having an iron grip on it and being like,
sure.
keep your story out of my movie, you know? Um, like, dude, it's kind of annoying, like this whole idea that he's trying to bring his game philosophy to a movie.
Yeah.
But that inherently brings less substance to it. You got to chew on something. You're not playing the movie, like
Yeah.
you're watching it, So like having that, I guess, that structure and ethos makes the thing feel like sugar in like sometimes a bad way, sometimes. But I will say this one is better than the first in very, very key ways, especially when it comes to like the needle drops they do. Like the first one, for some reason, had like a bunch of like old music in it, like maybe for their parents or something.
Hmm.
Like they had Take on Me by Aha in that one,
Hmm.
like during the Donkey Kong, like going to meet the Kongs section. And I'm like, why is this in this movie?
I kind of forgot
Um,
about all the needle drops in that first one.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, they do like they do like Beastie Boys and stuff, like No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I don't think there was a
Um
single needle drop in the sequel.
they have one, but they don't even get to the lyrics. They do Biggie Smalls, I believe,
Oh,
with
okay.
Yoshi showing up. It's like the when he goes to New York.
Okay.
Like it's that whole thing.
Yeah. Yoshi
Yeah,
is great in this
that's a
movie.
I have thoughts about Yoshi. I
Oh
won't
my
get into
gosh.
them. But honestly, I'll get into some Yoshi thoughts with Sunshine, which are positive. I will talk to you about that.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but yeah, the needle drops were scant at the very least, and they did a lot of good Mario music. Like
Yeah.
the finale, the battle, the ending battle has Gusty Garden Galaxy in it, which is
Yeah.
what you want. That's maybe the best Mario song besides like the title
Hey, they had
screen
some
music.
good Star Fox music in there too, so it's great.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about stealing the show, like
Yeah.
Star Fox does it.
Yeah. Foxy
Um,
Cloudy steals the whole show. Yeah.
the children crave for hand drawn 2D animation. No, I don't know about you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm definitely craving it.
Yeah. I guess I'm the children then, because yeah, I want some hand drawn animation. So.
Oh yeah, his segment's great. His segment's great. I mean, it is a major shame they spoiled him a week out from that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Um, but it's fine given how awesome he is. I kind of forgot about that. Um,
Yeah, he really
but it
does
was.
just take over like in
Mhm.
like personality. It's kind of great though. He
He's.
injects a lot of personality that the show needed. Yeah.
I mean, he is in that movie. Like
Yep.
he is not a cameo in that movie. Like he
No.
is an active player in that
Yep.
thing. Um, and it feels okay. So there's a weird example I have. So have you ever heard of Johnny Quest? Like that old Hanna Barbera '80s show, or not '80s, like '60s
Mm,
show. Um,
not
it's like an
really.
old show. But anyway, they want Warner Brothers. Someone at Warner Brothers clearly wanted to make a Johnny Quest movie. Clearly, but to do that, they had to make like a Tom and Jerry movie with Johnny Quest, and that's how this feels kind of
That's
like
great.
the people are yearning to make a Star Fox movie. It's
Yeah.
so evident.
Yep.
Um, but to do that, they got to put the Mario in there.
Yeah.
They're definitely different
Star
iconographies. I
Fox would not
understand,
sell
but
with the children, whereas Mario, they'll take their preschoolers to see Mario, so and their
yeah,
toddlers
yeah,
and whatever.
right, right. They give you the peanut butter and jelly so they can give you the smorgasbord. Like that's
Yeah.
how it feels.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Starbucks is the best part of that movie, like hands down.
Yeah.
I never felt bored by it, and that's
Yeah.
good because it's 90 minutes or whatever, like the first one. When you're talking about like conflict resolution, like it does it in an alarmingly quick way. Like you might like that. I am kind of mixed on that. Like there being almost a swift resolution to literally every problem they have. It like even they even allude to this with Star Fox and Mario meeting.
Yeah.
They like squint at each other for a second. They're like, "Ah, this guy's all right." I'm like, "Okay,
That's kind
that."
of
I'm glad they're not repeating the trope, but it's just like, okay, well now we have zero conflict ever. You know what I mean?
I guess I thought it was funny though. I thought it was genuine. That
Yeah,
it was like oh
it is
yeah,
funny. It
you
is
think
funny.
that these guys are gonna butt heads, and they're like, no, we're chill. Yeah.
But that's one of the times I did appreciate it
Yeah.
because they already did that bit with
Mm-hmm.
Bowser earlier with
Mm-hmm.
Mario.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have Mario beefing with people all movie, and
Mm-hmm.
that's you don't have time for it. You got to show your characters. I
Yeah.
understand.
But
The standout moments are Star Fox, I think, and then the casino battle with Peach is a highlight. That thing is
yep.
great.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
this isn't a
Go
spoiler.
too big into it, but
Yeah, this isn't a spoiler, but like characters from other Mario games show up in there.
yep.
And it's in the trailer, but I'm not going to spoil it here for reasons. But it's a really cool scene, very
Yeah.
cool scene. So
Very cool.
yeah. And yeah, and I guess to cap off my thoughts, and I think Bowser Jr. is great. He's awesome.
Yep.
Um, he's they do a lot of the sunshine stuff with him, which
Yep.
now I have some familiarity with. So
Sunshine stuff
um,
is cool.
yes, yes, it is
Oh
cool.
my
Yes.
gosh.
Don't hear what I'm not saying. All right, I enjoyed parts of that game. We'll get into it. But anyway, I guess to cap off my thoughts, it is better than the first one. It is breezier than the first one for sure because they're doing a lot more here. Um, and yeah, I guess where do you think they go from here? I don't know. What do you think?
They do another Mario movie, and it's just they just keep pumping these things out.
Yeah, but I guess I mean, would you call it like the Super Mario Galaxy movie 2, or like
No,
would
it'd
you
be the
call it like?
Super Mario Odyssey movie,
You
probably.
think so?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's interesting. They have like Odyssey stuff in this movie too. Like they
Yep.
say Galaxy, but like it is they kind of don't have a lot of Galaxy stuff in it. Like they do, but they don't. Like they have themes and stuff from Galaxy, but like for instance, like Rosalina, who was a major character in those games, is not in this movie very much. You
I
know,
don't know if Rosalina was a major character in Galaxy. I'm gonna be real. She was about as much in Galaxy as she was in this movie. She's
she's
kind
as
of
major
in the
of a character as
background.
Peaches. She's as major of a character as Peaches in a
Yes.
Mario game.
Yes, I agree.
So
I agree.
yeah, she gets her time to shine too. There's a really good opening with her, but yeah, yeah. There's it is lacking in some ways because of its sugariness, but yeah, I did like it. I liked it a lot. So yeah. I guess any final thoughts from you of the on the Super Mario Galaxy movie?
No, it's a fun movie. I think you should watch it if you haven't already. Not
Mhm.
high cinema or anything like that, but it's definitely a decent movie.
People are like talking about this movie like it's the end of cinema, and it's like the funniest thing ever. Like you had a bunch of grown ass men sit in a theater and go like, "I gotta watch children's movies," and they wrote like
Oh.
or horrible reviews about it.
Yeah,
I'm
they're like,
like,
this
that's
is
very funny.
such unintelligent drivel. Someone of my
This is
caliber should never be
yeah,
watching something of this sort.
yeah. I'm from the rap, and this is tripe. Tripe, I say. Yeah. No, they did not like it.
It's so
Um,
funny.
but yeah, I mean, they just hated it. It's really funny. Um, but they also probably don't have the, the background that like we do as gamers. So like,
Yeah.
it's an interesting divide. It's a different audience for sure. But my daughter loved it. So yeah,
Good.
there's that. There's that. But instead of talking about movie games or games that are turned into movies, let's talk about real video games. Like Noah's playing the realist game, a Touhou game. Is that correct? You're playing another Touhou game. You
I
can't
mean,
get enough of these Touhou games.
played is a past tense. I beat this thing.
Okay, okay, you have finished
So
it. Good.
yeah, yep. I finished it actually when you saw it like the first time I was finishing up the game. So, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, but yeah, it's a I guess it's a Cuphead like. It's a 2D side scrolling bullet hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty fun. It's very boss rushy. Like I think there's like two segments in the game that I would consider like to be actual levels, and you're just kind of going against drones in those segments. But otherwise, you just go from boss to boss fight. And the bosses are set up to where they have several health bars that you basically have to drain. So you can't just like get overpowered and like burst through all the boss's health. You kind of have to, learn a boss's pattern, drain that health bar, then learn the next pattern, drain that health bar. That's kind of how it goes. It's kind of like a spell card system, like in the actual Touhou mainline games. So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
yeah, but it's pretty cool. I quite liked it. It's got a good soundtrack, good visuals. And yeah, the gameplay is solid. 2D bullet hell side scrolling gameplay. Not a whole lot of like I guess like playtime, but it's also like it was like really cheap.
Mhm. Yeah, how much was it?
And I don't remember. It was I think I got it on sale. I think usually is $7, so like it's real cheap.
Okay,
I got
very
about
very
7
nice.
hours of game play out of it, so and it's got a roguelike mode if I wanted to return to it, and I could also return to it to do like perfect clears of bosses, things like that. I wasn't really interested in that. I just kind of wanted to get through the bosses and be like, oh yeah, this was a cool game. But it was a pretty good experience. Yeah, fun Touhou game. Good music. It's got that Touhou soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, that music is great. I heard
yep,
it. Yeah,
and
very
yeah,
good.
good visuals. So yeah, check it out if you like Touhou games, you like bullet hells. Yeah, if you're looking for something cheap and something just waste some time, it's a great game to do that with.
Cool, cool. So that's the full name is Touhou Hero of Ice Fury. Is that correct? That's the
Yep,
right name.
yep.
Okay. Yeah, these Touhou games, they're always interesting, like how they name them. Like they're not necessarily that descriptive, are they? Like I mean, does
No,
it tell you
not
what the
really.
game is? Or okay,
This one
yeah.
does. This one does tell you what the game is because this one is specifically you're playing as Cyrano, the hero of Ice Fairy. She's like
Okay,
she's like playing as like a hero in this game. Basically, it's like a fairy tale
gotcha,
setting for this specific fan game. So
gotcha.
she's
Okay,
like the
makes
hero
sense.
in the fairy tale.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, yeah, that's some Toho. Yeah, and I guess something that we kind of shared in playing, it was sometime last week, right? We played
Yeah.
some Guilty Gear Strive. I've touched it a while back. You're a big fan of that game.
Yep.
You bring it up from time to time. But yeah, we had all 4 or 5 of us in a party, and we were just smacking each other around
Yep.
in a lobby, and that was fun. I had a good time with that.
Yeah, the game's always
Um,
fun to just click buttons on.
mhm. It's very digestible, like you said. It's
Yep.
very easy to like pick up and play. I mean, I have a very good like fighting game base. I'm a very big Street Fighter fan and a very
Yep.
big Dragon Ball Fighters fan. Like all that stuff translates pretty well.
Yeah, this thing
Um,
plays a lot like Street Fighter. So
Street Fighter and the fighters. It
yeah.
feels like fighters a lot too. There's a lot of like 2 to 3 button combos that I appreciate.
Yep.
But yeah, I was rolling with the Kisuke brothers. I was rolling with or is it Kisuke? I don't even know how to pronounce their names.
Kisuke and
But
you're yeah, you had Kai Kisuke and Sin Kisuke, his son. Sin is his son.
okay,
Yeah,
Sun.
yeah.
Okay. You see, I don't know the lore of any of that. But
Oh, I love
Sin
the
is
Guilty Gear lore.
yeah, and
A
they're
freak
doing
for
like
it.
another character, right? They're doing another Kisuke version or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. They're doing Robo Kai, the robot version
Robocop.
of Kai Kisuke. Yep, yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that I played as Sin
He
primarily, and I was doing pretty well, even starting that game. So
yeah, he also
yeah.
has a daughter in that game, Unica. She also plays like a Kisuke.
Oh,
Yep,
okay, that's unique. Okay, I didn't
yep,
know that they
yep.
were related.
Unica is his daughter and Sin Kisuke's sister. So yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
And they're both the
Um,
children of Kai Kisuke and Dizzy. So,
and Dizzy. Oh
yep,
wow. Okay.
yep,
Interesting. Dizzy is a very cool character. I
yeah.
like
Dizzy's
Dizzy.
very cool. Yep.
That like best character of the year a couple years ago for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Best new character
or
award. Yeah, that was
well,
cool.
at least one of the options. I mean, I
Yeah,
think no, that was a good runner up, right? Because
maybe.
that was the year that oh my god, the guy from Metaphor he won.
Oh
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
Heisman. Yeah,
Heisman, yeah,
yeah.
which was the right choice. It's
Yep,
absolutely the right choice.
yep.
But yeah, not much to say here, right? I mean, we both played that.
Yeah,
It was a really good time.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I've been playing a lot of Venom in that game. I think whenever I
yeah,
play that thing now, I play a lot of Venom because Venom I've just been having
mhm,
a ton of fun with. He's very free
yeah,
form. You put down your
mhm.
balls, you hit people with your balls. I mean, it's fun.
Putting down your balls is an aggressive move, but I like it, Cod.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I got a couple wins off of you, not too many, but
yeah,
I was feeling it a little bit.
yeah,
So yeah, it was very fun. I will come back to that and we will play that again. That's
yeah,
a good time.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, but besides that, we've been kind of diametrically opposed in the console war, the '90s console war, shall we say? The Sega versus Nintendo war. Do you remember that? The Sega duo and Nintendo. Noah has been playing. a lot of Sonic stuff, and I've been playing a lot of Mario stuff. Actually, it's kind of weird, and it kind of if we get to our topic tonight, it'll be something that we kind of tie together. But yeah, tell me a little bit about some of that Sonic Generations, and you played the Keanu DLC, right? For that
Yeah, I
the
played the
movie
Keanu
Shadow
DLC.
DLC.
Yeah,
Okay, what did you think of it?
it's inoffensive. It's just
Okay,
one singular level, and
interesting. How
yeah,
long is it?
it's not very long, like 2 minute long level.
Oh my god! Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that's crazy.
yeah.
Okay,
There's no boss, nothing. It's just the level. You go in. He says like, "Oh, I look so weird," in the Keanu sort of shadow voice, and then you run through the level, and you like get to the end, and he's like riding on missiles and launching them at the gun helicopters, and he gets to like the top thing, and he's like, "Oh, it's time to go back to my world," and then he like jumps in his little ring and goes back to the regular game. It's
okay.
really it's so funny too because they like waited several months to release that thing after the game's release, all for just that one like 2 minute level. I played it.
That's
I'm
so
like,
fun.
okay, it didn't waste my time. It was 2 minutes. I can't be mad.
Right,
I mean, I paid
right.
like
No kidding.
I might have paid $5 for. I don't remember how I got the DLC. I don't remember if I bought the deluxe version. I might have just bought the deluxe version and got the DLC with it. But regardless, I think they're selling that DLC for like $5 or something stupid like that. But whatever,
So weird.
whatever.
What a weird
What?
thing.
Yeah, why would you sell like a movie advertisement DLC? But okay, sure.
Like
Um,
months after the fact. Like that
months
movie
after the
came out.
fact, yes.
Okay, so when did that officially come out? That
Well,
DLC?
that DLC, I'm not sure. I can look into it, but I'm
Because
not
that
sure.
movie
But
came out 2 years ago. So when did that come out? I'm curious.
yeah,
It was probably not long after, but it was definitely after.
it's so the DLC was December 12th, 2024.
Yeah, that was a year after the fact, wasn't it?
May no, it had
Wait, hold on.
that
No, it
no,
was
that was a
no, that's actually not.
2024 movie. I know
Okay,
that
no, that
much.
was before the movie then. Okay, so you're just getting it to it now.
Yeah, I'm just getting to
Is
it
that the
now.
idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I was like, how long did they release?
No,
Okay, that makes way more
I'm just
sense.
getting to it
Okay.
because I played that thing on release, and
Okay.
I that thing released in like what was it, October, yeah, and so I didn't
Yep.
pick it up when yeah, that was October 2024 release, and so I didn't pick up that DLC, but that DLC released months after the
Yeah, I
initial release.
remember
So
that because I believe I was playing through Metaphor at that point, and I was like, "You have got to play Metaphor, dude. Stop playing that game."
that's crazy.
Um,
Um,
yeah, that is crazy.
the but yeah, no, that was fine, and then I played that, and then I was like, okay, I got to give Sonic Generations another shot because I've never beat that one, and
Mhm.
I played like one level as Classic Sonic. I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember why I hate this game so much. Classic Sonic is probably the most boring like character like in Sonic history. Like it's just so boring playing as Classic Sonic in those modern games. Like he just is such a nothing character. His levels are just so slow and methodical. They're just it just doesn't feel like actual good classic Sonic gameplay. Mania
I mean,
gave
it
us
did.
good Sonic classic gameplay.
Yeah.
Generations
Mhm.
just doesn't have that.
At this point, there's been more modern Sonic than old Sonic.
Yeah,
So like that is what Sonic is now. It's just more new Sonic.
yeah, yeah. You can
So
think of it like that. Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like I think that's like the worst part of that, and because classic Sonic exists, modern Sonic is forced to do 2D side scrolling in that game. And that also feels bad. I don't like modern Sonic 2D side scrolling except for in like Sonic Rush. So,
mm, gotcha.
like I think that Unleashed does like the Sonic stages the best out of any of those like boost formula games. I think after that they just kind of went downhill in those boost formula games. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, so that's
gotcha. Okay.
yeah. So I tried that. And yeah, I didn't play a whole lot of Generations basically. I'll get
Yeah.
around. I'll get back around to it once I can get past the idea of playing as classic Sonic.
Yeah, at some point I'm sure you'll play through. I mean, have you beaten that game ever? I don't even know if you
No,
have.
I've gotten like halfway through it, and then I just get so bored with it. It's just it doesn't do anything unique because it's just a rehash of all the old games. It takes like the set pieces of all the old games, smashes into a game, and it's like okay, there we go, our work is done. It doesn't do anything interesting to try and tie things together or anything like that. Like it's
Yeah.
just here it is. You like Sonic? You like your old games that were
Hmm.
better than this because they were actually interesting, even the bad ones. Like I would take playing '06 over playing Generations because '06 was at least interesting. It's at least interesting.
Crazy. Crazy. It's
Generations is just
insane.
not interesting at all. I'd play Forces over Generations because Forces is at least interesting.
That is a take. That is absolutely a take.
It's
Oof.
interesting.
I don't have an opinion either way because I haven't
Yeah,
played them.
yeah.
But I'm sure if you were in the public forum, you would get stoned with large
I
rocks,
don't know if I
probably.
would. I don't know if I would, to be
For
honest.
Generations, people love that game, dude. People love that game.
It's a bad game.
Um,
It's a real bad game.
I don't think it's bad, probably. From what I've played, it's not that bad. I enjoyed it. But I don't
Shadow
also have.
Generations is much better. Shadow Generations does
I
a
don't.
great job of
Yeah, no,
keeping
I've
things
heard
unique,
I've heard that
fresh.
was good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just don't have the criteria that you do for like what that franchise is supposed to be. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
not.
don't think the franchise has to be one particular thing, and I think that's the issue with Generations is that Sega is getting told so much. Sonic has to be this. Stop doing weird stuff. Sonic has to be this. And so, like, okay, here you go. Here's what you asked
Yeah,
for. The most bland thing we can possibly do with Sonic on a platter, and the guys that were screaming at him just ate it up like it was slop. The guys that weren't
that's what they
playing the other
wanted, I
Sonic
guess.
games. That's what they wanted. That's not what I wanted. I was playing the other Sonic games that nobody else was liking. So I was like, yeah, give
Well,
me Shadow the Hedgehog. Give me a hedgehog with a gun. That's cool. Like,
that's illegal. No, I can't have that.
I guess.
I guess what do you want out of Sonic? You're for yourself. Like,
I
what do you
just want
want?
it to be weird, dude. Sonic's weird. They can do whatever they want with Sonic. Don't do boring vanilla blandness. Do like weird stuff. Even like Mania did a lot of weird things. Brought back weird characters.
But that's why that game is considered one of the better ones, is because it does that. It brings like Ray back or whatever, and that's
Yeah,
wild.
whatever. Yeah.
Um, and they iterate on like old ideas. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, and
But
that's
they
fine.
do enough new there too. Like and it's done by actual fans of those
The
games. You
problem
know?
with Generations, it doesn't iterate at all. It's just old content. Like they bring the old content into the boost formula, but the boost
Mhm.
formula, that was already in Rush. It was already in Unleashed. So if I wanted to play boost formula Sonic, I would just play one of those games. What's the point of playing
Gotcha.
Generations? Like, I just
Yeah.
don't see the appeal. I just don't see it.
And then Christian Whitehead went off to make Penny's Big Breakaway, maybe my least favorite indie platformer ever. So yeah, that game
That's
is
too
not very
bad.
good.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. That game's not that good. I want to give it another shot one day. I detested it when I started it. I was not a fan of that game.
Yeah.
It just feels unwieldy. It feels unwieldy. Like I'm very picky about platformers, as you will hear later. If it is not doing specific things for me, I feel extremely upset by that and frustrated. And that game just doesn't deliver on basic mechanics, in my opinion.
I like my
Or
platformers to
or
be
the
weird. I think we're the exact
it,
opposite on platformers.
but it's okay. It can be weird because it is inherently a new thing. That's fine. But I don't think the execution's there, for
Yeah.
Penny's Big Breakaway specifically.
I haven't played that game,
Um,
so I don't have an opinion on it.
and also the main character is not appealing at all. She
I
looks
could
really
agree
weird.
with that. Seems pretty bland. Yeah.
Not bland. It's just odd. Like they went too off the wall with it for my taste, and I was like, I'm not a fan of
Mm.
this. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, let's talk about couple good platformers. How about that? Unless you
Oh,
had more
nice.
to talk about on the
No,
Sonic tip. Anything
no,
there?
I'm
Okay,
I'm
okay.
good. Yep.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that because
Yep.
Noah played some more Sonic.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll start with the old tried and true Super Mario 64. I've been playing that just here and there in my quest to first play through all the 3D Marios. Um, if I haven't already, do it again. I don't know if I'll go back to Odyssey though. That's something I don't know. I played through that game completely once. It would be fun to do that again though, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I went back to 64 because I was doing this journey. I'd beaten Galaxy 1, and I'll talk about 2 here in a minute. But then I started Sunshine, and I was like halfway through 64. That's kind of where I was at. Um, but my daughter Audrey was like really excited to see that because she's now a big Mario mark, like extremely big Mario mark because of the movies or whatever. And she's like, Daddy, Mario. I'm like, yeah, it is Mario. And she's like, can I play? I was like, I guess so. Um, it's an interesting thing. Like kids aren't goal oriented like that. They just want to play,
Yes.
and it's very interesting to see that. Like
They just want to
she
wander
wants to
around. Yep.
physically she just wants to physically press the button, watch him jump, and she had such a ball. She's like, she pressed the button, she was like, "Ah, that's great." She loved it.
Yeah.
Just little bits like that. Like it was so innocent, and I was like, "This is cool. This is really cool." It's a very novel experience to play a game vicariously through somebody else, especially someone that you're so close to. Um, and yeah, I basically in 64, whatever, when Mario gets left alone, he falls asleep, and we would move him around for a little bit. And she said, "Daddy, I want him to sleep." I'm like, "Okay, give me the controller." And we would put it down, and he would go, "I'm a tired," and rub his
Mm-hmm.
eyes and go, "Oh,"
And he
and he
goes
would sit
like,
down. And
"Oh,
yeah,
spaghetti. Oh, ravioli."
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. He likes to be Italian racist, and Audrey loved that. She loved the Italian racism. But
That's
yeah,
rough.
no, she
That's rough, buddy.
raising her right. I'm raising her right. No, she loved him falling asleep, and she would wake him up. We would go, "Wake up, Mario!" And he would go, "Oh," stand
Oh,
up. It was really cute. Um, but yeah, that was the most I played of that game. Was what was taking her around and
oh,
saying,
that's
"Jump on a
funny.
Goomba? Can you jump on a Can you jump on a Goomba?" And she was like, "Yeah, jump on a Goomba." And she actually did it once. She went, "Oh!" And she get really excited. She's 3, and everything's a big deal. Everything's a
Yep,
big deal.
yep.
If it's a small deal, it's a big deal. And if it seems like a small problem, it's like the biggest thing in the world. That's how
Yep.
kids are. But anyway, she liked that. I like that. I have like I think I have 20 stars in that game right now. Like
Oh yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a fun thing. Um but yeah, Mario 64. I've played that game already, but like it's been a while, so I'm like, I'll come back to it.
Yeah,
Doesn't take that long to
yeah,
finish.
that thing's so easy to, especially if you just do the backwards long jump up the endless staircase, like you can complete that thing super quick.
Yeah, yeah, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I That's probably gonna be the next one I do, just because I do have progress in it. Um, but yeah, I also, like I said, I beat Galaxy halfway through 64. I beat Galaxy 2 as well. My thoughts on that thing are kind of the same as when I reported on it before. I don't remember if I talked about completing it, like I didn't complete it 100%, but I got through the end of the game. Um, and I got about like half of all the stars in that, or whatever it is, whatever the MacGuffin is, and or collectible. And
Mhm.
yeah, I really enjoyed that game. That game has better levels than Galaxy, like for sure. But I prefer the presentation of Galaxy. If that makes
Yeah.
sense, it's interesting, like how similar and how dissimilar the two of them are. Like the first one's like really quiet and like meditative, and space is like really dark in that game. In the first one, like actual outer space, and the second one, it's like blue clouds and
Yeah.
like it's
Everything's
very
bright. Yep.
cartoony and very bright. Like that feels like the Miyamoto influence. Like when he's like, "No more story. I'm getting back in here, Koizumi." And Koizumi's like, all right. Can we have a middle ground for story?" He's like, "Kind of. Just retell the first one again." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Okay." I went to film school for this. Um, and Miyamoto got his grubby little hands in there. He says, like, Mario can't have cinema in it. We must make it boring. And so everything is a little bit more boring in Galaxy 2. But when it comes to the gameplay, it's way better, I think.
Yeah,
And
they
even Yoshi's
refined the
good in that game.
formula.
I
Yep.
I am not a Yoshi person, but Yoshi's good in that game. It always annoys me when he runs off. I hate that, but it's whatever.
Does
It's
he
it's
run off
part
in
of
that
it's part of
game?
the charm.
I don't remember.
He does. He
Huh.
does. It gets annoying. Um, yeah, but it's fine. Galaxy 2 has very good levels, so it kind of makes up for everything. That is an idea game. Like the first game like has a lot of interesting set pieces, but like you said, it's more of like a cinematic game. It's
Yep.
more of an experiential game.
Yep.
2 is like a video game ass video game.
Yep.
Like in every single way. Like they are always doing something new. It is ideas the video game.
That
I like it for that. It's very creative.
that first one though has like it has like those really good set pieces. It's got like a
Mhm.
lot of really good like sort of like liminal space you can just like sit around it and like enjoy. You're like, oh yeah, I like this little cove that I'm in now.
Yeah, yeah, for
You
sure.
just go through that thing. That's like one of those really good platformers for just like going through and just like chilling out. Like I don't know, I like turning that thing on just to like chill out. With
Right.
Galaxy One, but Galaxy Two
Um,
doesn't really have a lot of places like that. Really, I can think of.
Yeah, for sure. I do like existing in Galaxy 1. That's just a fun place to be.
I also
It's
think
very
I've only
calming, actually.
ever like played through Galaxy Two the one time. So
Okay, sure.
yeah,
Yeah, there's just something more special about Galaxy 1, I think.
yeah,
Um, and maybe it's because 2 is just more of an iteration on that same idea. It might be
yeah.
that. Um, but yeah, I was watching a really good Beta 64 on it. That's a great channel if people don't know. He covers like the behind the scenes between games. He does a lot of research, and he works with the community to figure out like how things were and uncover dev diaries and look at files and source codes and stuff. Like there's a lot of interesting stuff that he uncovers. And he uncovered like is it called Skeleton Mario? I believe it's Skeleton Mario, which is interesting. It's like a model of him that still exists in the game, and he had to like basically use black magic to conjure it again, so it would show up in the video. But seeing like stuff like that's really fascinating. I love finding out like what didn't make it in the game, and why or why not. And the answer usually stems for like, hey, this was an interesting idea. Miyamoto said no. Like that's usually how it goes, which is kind of funny. Um, yeah, I'm of two minds about his involvement with Mario these days. Like he's more of an ambassador figure than anything, but he's like the wise man. People like defer to him on a lot of stuff because he's the godfather of Mario, right? But like I wonder how weird those games get when he's not there anymore. Like maybe not dead, but like not as involved. I wonder. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they changed the core design philosophy necessarily. I think they
Not the
after
core
a
design, but
certain
like
point
like
for
thematic stuff, like weird stuff. Like he doesn't let the games get too weird. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I mean.
I don't know if the mainline games would necessarily change. I think that spin-offs might eventually be allowed to be a little bit weirder, so
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Well, you say that, but then like the Paper Mario games are just not. They're pretty cut and dry, and they used to be interesting, but he
that's
put
kind
the
of what I'm
kibosh
saying.
on
I
that.
think that, after a while of him not being involved, I think that Paper Mario will go back to the thing that people are screaming for, like, yeah, give us our weird Goombas with different colors and hats and things like that.
Yeah, I there's just like a nice flavor of like the Thousand Year Door that's better than like the Origami King.
Yeah,
I like the like the specificity of like the stuff they changed about those characters. It's
yeah,
fun. Um,
yeah. I
like there's a
like
lot of characters in those games that don't exist in other Mario things, and I think that's interesting.
yeah.
So,
I like those first two Paper Marios a lot. I especially like 64 though. I really like 64 a lot.
oh, the game is so good. I
Hmm.
adore that game.
Yeah.
I was playing through it once. I got through halfway, and I was like, "This game is so good." I can't remember what took me off of it.
That's too bad.
Oh wait, I do know. It was Metaphor. Absolutely, it was Metaphor. I was playing that. I was playing that
Dang.
um, for sure. But hey, Metaphor, it's pretty good. That's a better game. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's fine.
it's fine. It's the greatest game of the generation. Noah. Let's not be too reserved about that. It's still the best
I like being
game.
reserved about things.
You do like being reserved about things. You're like, it's
Yeah, it's
fine.
fine.
Like, be passionate about it, brother. Passionate. Um, but yeah, that's kind of all I had for Mario Galaxy 2. I really enjoyed it. I like the first one better, absolutely. I will have a ranking of 3D Marios by the time we talk about Sunshine. So
Sunshine will be at
um
the top.
I you can think that. Anyway, let's talk
I
about
mean, that's
not
just
Mario, let's
subjective
talk about
fact.
Sonic. Let's talk about Sonic.
Oh, Sonic.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy that's
Yeah, you
really
remember
cool
him?
in blue. I got
He
him right
taps his
here. This guy.
he
Yeah.
taps his foot. He's so angry. He's like, "Get a
He's so
move on,
cool.
idiot!"
He's so
Like
cool.
that's Sonic. He's got a
Sonic's
tooth, brother.
awesome. Yeah. He's so awesome.
Chili dogs, yeah, I know.
He
He likes
yeah,
sucking down
he eats
dogs.
those, yeah. I think that the first like modern game to have him eating chili dogs, it might have been Sonic and the Black Knight. I'm thinking that's the case.
Yeah, because that chili dog thing was that like a comic thing or a show thing?
That was from I think it
Probably a
was
show
from
thing,
Adventures
right?
of Sonic the Hedgehog. I think it was from that. Yeah.
We have to thank Jaleel White for chili dogs.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. I'm pretty sure he was eating them in that show.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and I think the first like modern one to have him eating them because I'm pretty sure that Sonic Black Knight was 2007 and then Generations was 2008 or 9. I'm pretty sure. So
Okay. Gotcha. You said so you've beaten this before? This is your second time playing this game, right? Sonic and the Black Knight.
yeah, this is my second time playing it. Yep.
Okay, how'd you find it this time? You were kind of
It
nervous
was
coming back to it, right?
yeah, I was real nervous because people are harsh on this game, but I was like, no, I want to play it again. I love that game. I loved it back when I played it. It's been since like release whenever it released, so it's been a while since I played Sonic the Black Knight. But I played that thing again, and you know what? That game's pretty good. I like that thing. It's janky. It's it's Sonic with a sword. You swing your Wii Remote Waggle, swing your sword, and
Yeah,
you just
you do the thing.
yeah, you just it's got this sort of it plays as basically the same as Sonic and the Secret Rings. So you got like this limited like almost like temple run amount of space to work with, and you're just kind of going forward in this like sort of limited 3D space. And but any obstacles you see, you can't just homing attack them. You have to slash them with your sword. You got a sword, Caliburn, the talking sword, and
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. I mean, I guess I can spoil the however many year old game.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's
um,
fine. Yeah.
so basically, you get summoned by Merlina, who is Merlin's granddaughter, and
Oh,
she's
Merlina. Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
get it.
yeah. We like Merlina. And she's like, yeah, King Arthur is a really bad guy. I need you to like make him die. And Sonic's like, yeah, okay, sure, yeah. You seem like he seems kind of evil and misty and purple. Yeah.
I love
So
murder, he says.
yeah, I love Murder. Yeah. So he tries to fight him, and you kill like the mist dragon like pretty early on in the game. It's like the first or second or third level. You kill like the mist dragon, which I don't know if you know Arthurian myth, but like it's kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
You
Yep,
just
I
kind of
remember.
kill him with like I don't even think it's with Caliburn. I think it might just be a normal sword. But anyways, you kill the mist dragon, and then you meet up with King Arthur, and he's like, "Oh, Sonic, you suck. I'm going to kill you."
Oh,
And
dang.
Sonic's like,
Rough.
"Yeah, we'll see about that." And then he kind of like wins, but then King Arthur's like, "Oh, but my scabbard makes me immortal. I got the scabbard of Excalibur." And Sonic's like, "Oh no!" And so then you run off, and or he runs off. He's like, "You're not even worth killing. That's how pathetic you are." And so he runs off,
Mm-mm.
and then it's just like, "Oh well, what do we do? Oh well, we gotta find a blacksmith because Caliburn is all dull and nasty because he's been stuck in a stone this whole time." And so you go find Tails the blacksmith, and Tails fixes your
Ah.
sword, and then yeah, these storybook games they reuse like all of like the Sonic characters, but they make them like in-universe characters basically that don't know Sonic, so it's
Yeah,
kind of
they
interesting.
like a Dragon Ishin does this as well. They
Okay.
use like all the characters from that and like samurai drama stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
that's
similar.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for
Mhm.
this game, like you've got like Shadow as Sir Lancelot, you got Knuckles as Sir Gawain, and you got
Okay.
Blaze the Cat as Sir Percival. So,
Yeah, there
um,
you go.
but yeah, so you go through it, and you find the Lady of the Lake. You're like, hey, Amy, the Lady of the Lake, how do you beat the Scabbard of Excalibur? And she's like, oh well, you must do my trials 3, then you will have to go pee or whatever. And then so you do the trials, and then she's like, oh yeah, you gotta go get the other swords um to stop the thing from working. So you go get the other dorks' swords, like the other knights. You get their sacred swords. You get I don't remember the names of the other knights' swords, but you get all their swords. You beat them, get all their swords, and then they're all like, "Oh, I have lost. I must kill myself." And Sonic's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm down, buddy. You don't need to kill yourself over losing a fight." And so the game's like already hinting at sort of some of its core theme um, of life being precious. That's kind of like the big theme of this Sonic game is like life is precious. Don't waste the time that you have. Um, and so
Except
then
for Big Cat. We can kill Big Cat.
no, I like Big the Cat, but yeah. So you basically you kill Arthur, and then the big twist is that Merlina was evil the whole time, and so she takes the scabbard of Excalibur and uses it to try to make Camelot an eternal kingdom. Basically, she's like, "This world's gonna end. I'm gonna stop it from ending using the immortality of this sword or this scabbard." And
Mhm.
so then you have to go around, and you get to actually play as the other knights if you choose to. Like optionally, you can play as the other knights, which is pretty cool. So you can play as Shadow with a sword, Knuckles with a sword, or Blaze the Cat with a sword. So kind of cool.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
and you eventually you create this sort of barrier with the four swords, the four sacred swords, Caliburn and the other three, and then you go fight Merlina, and she's like all evil and like dark elfy, and you're like, oh hey Merlina, this is not cool, and
Mhm.
then she like beats you down, and then it's like, oh no, Sonic, you're gonna lose, and then they all like imbue him with their energy, and he transforms into Golden Knight Sonic. I don't actually remember the name of the transformation, but he's really cool. I think it's probably the best Supersonic design. It's really cool. And
Okay.
yeah, so you basically go super, and Caliburn transforms into Excalibur. And you kill like big evil tentacly being of purpleness Merlina, and the boss music for that fight is amazing. I love that theme with me. It's so good.
Mhm.
And
Cool.
then you beat her down, and that's pretty much the game. Sonic's like, hey, don't waste the time that you have. Enjoy the kingdom that you have now, and all
Mhm.
things are meant to fade away. Um,
Mhm. Okay.
and
Cool.
yeah, and then the end theme for that game is absolutely amazing to live life. I think it's my favorite of Crush 40's music. So I absolutely love Live Life. So yeah,
Cool.
I really like
Sonic and the
that
Buckeye.
thing. Yeah, the visuals are great. The storyline is really interesting. I think for a Sonic game.
Yeah, there
I
seems like a lot
just
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a really short game too, though. Like that seems like a lot, but I think that took me like maybe like 5 hours ish to get through all that. Like it's really not that long of a game if you're just doing like the story. Um,
Hmm.
so it doesn't really waste your time, and the story is yeah, you really are just playing that game for the story and the visuals and the soundtrack. Like the gameplay is serviceable, I guess. It's a little janky, but it's actually quite difficult at times as well. Partly due to the jank, but also partly just because it's kind of a difficult game. But
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like what it does. I like and I really like that message that it has. I think it's probably the most like poignant message a Sonic game has ever had. So,
Mhm. That's cool. That seems like a really good time. I should check that out.
yeah, it's a great thing. You might curse at the controls a bit. You might curse at some levels a bit. It can be janky at times, but there's not a
Yeah.
whole lot of levels to go through. So,
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. If I were to play any of them, would you recommend this like one first? Maybe. I don't know.
um, I mean, you've already tried to play Adventure 2. That's the one I would recommend people first if you've never played a Sonic game, but you didn't like Adventure 2, so
I just I need to get back to it. I need to just buckle down and just deal with it.
yeah,
So,
I just don't see where that game is like that tough to get through, to be honest. Like, the only thing with that game, I would say, is that the treasure hunting can be frustrating, and the mech levels can also be frustrating if you don't like that gameplay style. I guess I kind of like the mech levels, and the treasure hunting levels are kind of just there. Like, I already know how to play the game at that point, so I can always
yeah.
just go and get the emeralds or whatever that I need to get, and it doesn't really affect me. So, but
Gotcha.
I can see where it'd be annoying, especially those treasure hunting levels. But yeah,
Yeah.
Black Knight. Black Knight's not a. It's kind of a weird place to start with Sonic, to be honest. But I mean, if you're wanting like core Sonic experience, I guess you would play like Sonic 2, I would say.
Okay.
But
Like you two, like original
yeah,
two, you mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
like Sonic 2, yeah. Genesis 2, yep. That game's great. But yeah, and you can skip Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That game's kind of bad. I'm not a fan of that game.
Mm,
But
gotcha. Okay. One of these days I'll get in there.
yeah,
So
yeah. Some of those games are good. Some of them are not. So that's just how they go.
that's the reality of Sonic. It's the
Yep.
dichotomy of Sonic, shall we say.
Yep.
And yeah, let's talk about the dichotomy of Mario, shall we? Let's get into it. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So Noah, start off with the sugar. What do you think about Mario Sunshine?
I adore this game. It's my favorite Mario. I like the
What do you adore the
theming
most? I
of
guess what do
it.
you adore the most? Like, what's the thing about it that you're like, I think about this. This is why I like this game.
I like the I just like the general vibe of the game, like
Yes,
the
I
feel of
agree.
the
Yes.
game, the tropical theming of it, the
Mhm.
different like
Yep.
environments of the game. Just some of those environments you can just like run around in, like they just feel so cozy.
Yeah,
It's such a cozy game to just run around in.
I 100% agree with you there. Yep,
Yeah,
I love that part about
yeah,
it.
that's
Hmm.
probably the best part of the game. I think that I also just like how weird the game is. The game's not afraid to do some really weird and sometimes janky mini games, and sometimes they don't stick. Sometimes they're really frustrating and annoying, but sometimes they're all the times they're at least interesting. They're always interesting, no matter what. They're interesting and they're thought provoking. Now those thoughts may be I want to strangle Miyamoto, but that's a thought that's being provoked. So
Okay, well, that when you say that, you're a little bit more midline than I thought you'd be. Like that is how I feel about that. Is that the interesting stuff is it could be interesting if it wasn't such a chore to get through.
sure.
Um, that is my major contention with this game. Like for every good piece of content in there, good design, fun vibes, like you said, the island stuff is so killer in that game.
Yeah.
Like that is one of the best Mario settings
Yeah.
ever. Like
Yep.
I
El
love running
Delfino's
around that
great.
world.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. It was that Danny Vito meme. I get it. Like I get that. You
Yes.
know,
Yep.
um, they just undercut that so often with
Yeah.
all of those levels. Like they just do. Like all Pianta Village kind of really sucks. Everything about that. I'm sorry. Like
I've
that
never
entire
been
world is
a
no good.
Pianta Village fan. You don't have to convince me that Pianta Village is bad.
Right.
Like that's probably the worst one of the levels I would say is Pianta Village. Either that or Serena Beach. I've never been a Serena Beach fan.
Serena Beach might be worse, actually. Now that I think about it. That hotel is not good. Not
No, the
good.
hotel's not good. And if you don't know the banana clip, then you have to do the whole Yoshi, the like getting Yoshi to get into that pool room segment, the whole maze. Do that. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. By the way, I don't play that level. I just banana clip into the pool.
I
So
wish I knew that, because that was
I grab the bananas that are like in like the like the fruit stand in that hotel, because that's like it has every fruit that you don't need basically in that fruit stand. So you just go get the banana, you run up to the top of the hotel where the pool is, and then you basically do I think it's like you do a backflip and then you throw the banana at like the height of your backflip, and it like pushes you back into the wall and clips you into the room with the shine, and you just get the shine.
Oh wow. Yeah. For me, it was a pineapple, because fruit is randomly generated in that game, and like it's random what you get.
So,
but it's the same principle.
No, what I'm saying is Yoshi always wants the pineapple, but that's the one that's hidden.
Mm.
And so,
interesting.
Yeah, and so, in that particular like segment, he always wants the pineapple that's hidden. And so, but I go to the fruit stand at the like as soon as you walk into the hotel, they have like every fruit that you don't need, and I just go grab the banana. And I just go grab the banana, and then I perform a clip to get into that pool room without even engaging with Yoshi for that level. I don't even engage with Yoshi for that level.
But okay, so see, that is literally my problem with this game. Like, in that design way, is you have to circumvent their bullshit like all the time.
Yeah.
That's not fun. That's not fun. That is not how any of the Mario games are.
No,
like that's just not. And
okay, I don't think it's fun. I think it's interesting. I like it. I don't think it's fun though.
Okay, it's an interesting thing, but like the fact that you're like admitting that too is important. You're used to it more than I am.
Yeah.
So me coming to this for the first time, I'm like, what kind of shit
What's
is
happening here? Yeah. It's a BS game.
You have so much more. Yeah, you have so much more experience with it. So you found the best way to route it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, I have to deal with their criteria, and it's killing me. Killing me. Literally over and over. It is by far the hardest 3D Mario game. It's not even close.
Oh yeah, not even
like
close,
that game is so brutal. It's so brutal. Like
sometimes it's not even like difficult. Sometimes it's just BS. Like sometimes it's just random BS. Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. Like I love everything about it thematically. I love everything about it. Setting wise, I love the characters. The voice acting's pretty bad, but like there's very minimal.
But it's funny. It's interesting because they actually tried it. They tried it.
Yes.
Gosh darn it, and it didn't work, and they never did it again. But
I'm also a Flood believer. I think Flood's great in this game.
It's awesome. Yeah, we love Flood.
I don't know if it's worth losing a long jump though. I really don't. Losing that long jump is brutal.
Just play Clips.
You can make up for it.
Clips gives you the long jump.
See, that makes it that excites me, because if it's all the stuff that I like about Sunshine but fixed, I would love Eclipse.
That's Eclipse.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I would love that. Like, but that's not a Nintendo game.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean?
I just like that thing.
Which is a shame. That's a shame. I would love to see a remake of it. I really would. They would fix all the problems I have with it. Like, the problems I have with it are purely design and execution. Like, there are so many bad levels in this game, dude. Like, there's so many. Like, it's so frustrating to me, because like for every one great level, there's like 3 really shitty ones. Like,
I don't know if it's that quality. Like, I think the quantity for you is different than the quantity for me. We'll put it like that. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm playing a lot more of it to get to the end normally. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing all the 7 stars per world. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
What I'm saying though is that you dislike more levels than I do. I have levels I dislike in that thing. Yeah. I think there's more levels because you don't like the no flood platforming levels. I think those things are fine. Like, I never, I don't have issues with those anymore. As a kid, those were horrible. Those were like Satan.
But that's what I'm saying.
I've played that thing so much that I don't have issues with those levels anymore, because I know how the physics work. I know exactly, what I'm allowed to do and not allowed to do. I know what's going to set off the physics and make them go wonky on me. And so I just avoid any scenario that I judge as like, okay, this is such a gray area. The physics are probably going to kill me here, even though they
Yeah.
probably wouldn't kill me in any other Mario. In this Mario, the physics are just going to kill me here. If I try and do anything weird, the physics are going to kill me. The physics are geared to kill you in that game.
See, that's okay for sure, and I'll get into that. That is my chiefest issue, is the physics.
Sure, I don't have a problem with it,
But that's the thing. Like you've had your Sunshine Awakening when you were a child.
yes,
I am just coming to grips with
yes.
this as an adult and going, what is this game? Like, why did they do this? Why is it like this? Why is it the most? I don't agree. I just don't agree. Like it is a scapegoat for bad design and really shoddy execution. This game is, as far as I understand, was made in like 18, 20 months. And that shows. It shows that. Like they cut so many corners in this game. Like okay. I wrote about this today. I wrote about this game. I had a bunch of rules that I feel like this game has. Like the first one is always use flood. You always use flood. It's great until
Yep.
it's not. The levels that set around flood and physics are bad. Like the Corona mountain stuff where you're using flood to get across the lava river is fucking terrible. It's not
Oh,
good.
are you talking about like driving the boat specifically?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
driving
because
the boat's bad.
you point it
Driving the boat's
you
so
point it in
bad.
one way. See, you point in one way, and the boat just moves the other way. I
It's so
want to
funny.
kill myself, and it happens all the time in this game with flood. Like there's for the 5 times flood saves you, 20 times it's fucked me over. Like that's just the truth.
That's awesome.
And like okay, so it's a gimmick item at the end of the day. It is. It doesn't make it not useful. It's like good in a pinch for sure. Like if you've overshot your high jump,
Yep.
you need to get back on a platform. It's good for that. Like absolutely. And other Mario games don't always have that. Like they have that like if you do like a long jump and you overshoot it, you can like dive back or whatever. Or like in Mario Odyssey, you can throw your cap, which I think is actually better. But whatever. You can use flood to catch you before you tumble. But like I said, all the levels that are like flood based with physics, they could be interesting if they weren't bad. Like I really feel that way. Then that Corona stuff is my chief problem with that.
Well, yeah, the Corona
Also,
Mountain thing is bad. I'll give you that. Nobody likes the Corona Mountain boat segment.
but also like
Nobody's
the
out
leaf,
here like,
the
I
leaf,
love the boat segment in Corona Mountain where if you touch a single rock, you die. Nobody's saying that.
right? Yeah, but also like the leaf stuff in Bianco Hills is not great either. Like it's just not. But like
Leaf
there's a lot of stuff
stuff.
in Bianco Hills that is good.
You like you talking
Basically
about like
like
jumping on the leaves in the water to like get to places?
there's specifically a Bianco Hills level where like the leaves like disintegrate out from under you, and they
Yeah.
basically like sometimes the propulsion will get me where I need to go, and sometimes the physics won't allow it, so the leaf won't get me there
Yeah.
because it's moving underneath my feet. Like it's basically it should be pushing, but like Mario's not sitting on top of it enough, so the leaf won't move. And so like it just disintegrates and I have nothing to jump to. Like even flood can't save you there. So like that happened a couple times to me too. But I said flood is mostly good. That's kind of my thing. When it's bad, it's really bad. And that has to do with when it starts to integrate with physics. Right? It's interesting ideas executed poorly sometimes, but mostly it's a great idea. That's my thing. The number two rule that I have is the modus operandi of this game is calamity always comes, and you're right. This game just completely screws you over.
Yeah, the
A
physics
lot of the
want to
time.
kill you actively. I'll
Dude,
give you that.
dude, it's baffling. It's so baffling. Like sometimes no matter what you do, like if you've executed a perfect series of jumps, if you've taken all the necessary precautions, you've delivered on every criterion of a secret. Sometimes the game will just betray you.
I
It's
don't
so crazy to me.
I've never had it like actually betray me. Like the physics usually 9 times out of 10 they've done what I've expected them to do, which is to try and kill me. So I try and
Okay.
I try
It's a
and
different set of
plan out
expectations.
I try and plan out around the physics trying to kill me. If something's like a rolling sort of thing, I'm like, okay, I always have to be flat, exactly flat on this thing. If there's ever a moment I am not exactly flat on this thing, it will try to kill me. So sometimes I'll like find a way to like jump up and down in place while the thing rotates, so that I'm not rotating with it. You never want to rotate with something. Rotating with things is bad in that game because that thing wants to make you slide off and die. That's the
But that's
physics
the
would
thing.
love to make you do that. That's its favorite thing.
That's the thing though. Like you're operating on a different wavelength than I am because like you have seen this before.
Yeah,
Like
I've died
that
to it 1,000 times.
philosophy,
Yeah,
exactly. You've learned, but like
yeah.
that is not how any other game in the series is
No,
at all.
no.
So like you have to learn that it is completely different.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not a good part of that game. That's my preference. I prefer basically okay, so I see Sunshine as a sophomore effort. There's a lot of interesting ideas in there. There's a lot of um, really good stuff, really like misguided things that they just cram into this thing, and I like it for that. I do like this game, but like at the end of the day, like the bad stuff like started to outweigh my enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like I'm very mixed on it. Like it's a 7.65 for me. Like if I'm
I
honest,
I just
um, I didn't not like it, but like there's some major
yeah.
issues with it, which I'll get to. I'll get to. I know you want to defend it for sure. But like
Well, I don't.
I don't know. I just had a lot of times where the game was not honoring my gameplay the way it should. Like I
Sure,
was definitely doing it right. Like 100% doing it right. And the
maybe.
game is
Yeah.
just not polished enough to allow me to execute it. Like genuinely.
I
I don't
think
know.
the
Like
game might just be operating in a different way than you would expect it, and that that I'm sure that's a fault of the game, I guess. But to me, that's just like, oh yeah, the game just wants to kill you actively. So that's just how I think of the game. Yeah, those are just
yeah,
different
right.
expectations for the game, I think.
It is. It really is. And so this conversation is eye opening to me because when I hear this, I'm like, I feel like I'm losing my mind. But like when you talk to me about it,
Yeah.
you're like, I am operating on a different philosophy than you are. I'm like,
Yes.
okay, that makes so much more
Yeah.
sense
I'm
that you
I'm
feel that
not
way.
like trying to like BS about the game. I'm not trying to lie about the
Yeah,
game. I'm just
right,
talking about my experiences with the game. And I'm not like
right.
ultra gamer man or whatever. That's like Sunshine is
Yeah,
not difficult at all. Like no, it's a difficult game. I'm
it
agreeing
really
with you.
is.
Like
Tough one.
the game wants to
Mhm.
kill you. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
that's okay for Sunshine to be that because that's what I'm used to. But for someone
Right.
not used to Sunshine's BS, maybe maybe it doesn't make sense. But to me, that makes sense. That's what Sunshine is. Sunshine is BS, and that's why I like it. So
Right. It's just something I just expect a different thing from the Mario series and on the whole. I know it's the
sure,
second 3D one they did,
yeah,
but like they don't repeat these things again and they don't get as weird with it again. And maybe that's a detriment to like you really enjoy that
I
specificity,
do.
the
Yeah,
stuff about this game, you
yeah,
know? I respect it on a academic level that they do a lot of weird stuff. Like Flood's a cool idea. Like they could
yeah,
do it better now if they wanted to, you know?
yeah.
For instance. But I don't know.
I really like the vibes of that game. Is like the bottom line
I do too.
for me. Like
Yeah,
not
me too.
even just like the environment. I mean just like even like the ideas that they tried in that thing. Like
Mhm.
there's
Yeah.
this one level that I really like that you're just in like this like sort of cube, and there's like a bunch of tall grass around, and you just got to go
Mm.
around getting 8 red coins. That's the entire level. It's like a one of those like mini game levels or whatever, and like there's like a pianta on fire running around, and then like all of the other ones are just they're just like hidden away in the level, and so you just gotta like kind of rotate the camera around a bit, use all the different perspectives that the game gives you to try and find these red coins in just this weird, you know, it that sort of like um I don't even know. I guess I'm gonna overuse the word, but that sort of like liminal space, like, it's just so
Yeah.
weird to me. Like, I love that. I love that. And that's a very GameCube thing. That is a
Yeah,
like
for sure.
GameCube games. That's just those kind of liminal spaces. What I think of when I think of the GameCube, and I love that library for that
Yeah.
reason. Like
There's
like
like a
Cubivore. Cubivore
specific
is like
quality. Yeah.
yeah
Yes, I just was thinking about that. There's a
yes
specific like graphical quality to a
yes
GameCube game that is
yes
so different from a lot of the stuff in
from
that
like
generation.
anything else in the
Yeah.
generation. The GameCube was just like
I
doing
100% agree.
such because they were like riding off the coattails of like the 64 library, which
Yeah.
64 library has some weird stuff too. I like that library. But the
Mhm.
GameCube just kind of like put a like polish on that 64
Yes.
design
Hmm.
to where like, but you can see like the cracks underneath. Like this is just 64 games with this GameCube sheen sort of over it. And that's
Yeah,
how like
totally.
all of those things play. And, that makes sense because some of those are like straight 64 ports. Like Gear of War, that's a game that was
That is,
developed for the
yeah,
64. It didn't come out in
yep,
64, but it was developed for the 64, so they just put it on the GameCube.
yep,
Animal
yep.
Crossing, that was actually a 64 game that they just ported to GameCube. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
even stuff like Pikmin is just like such an amazing game. That second one's good too. I like the second one, but that first one, like it makes you feel a feeling of isolation and desperation. I played that thing as a kid, and I don't think I've ever been like so like horrified of the consequences of my actions. Like I remember losing in that game. I game overed. Like I didn't make it. I didn't get all the parts.
Oh,
Olimar died. He died.
oh my God.
And you know what they do to him? You know what they do to him? You know what they do to this poor man? The
I
Pikmin
don't.
gather his body and they put it in the onion. Pop. They put his corpse in there and he becomes a Pikmin. Oh my
Insane.
gosh, that was the most horrifying thing to me as a kid. I was
That's
terrified.
so like existential.
That's
Yeah,
so
100%.
existential. Turning into a Pikmin, like a sentient being turning into like this like hive mind creature that's basically an ant. Like, I'm sorry, Pikmin are ants. They are an ant.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you know that. So like turning Olimar, this sentient being, into a Pikmin. That's horrifying. Horrifying.
I need to go back and play Pikmin. Maybe
That
maybe make that
game
a
is
priority this year.
incredible. That game doesn't like. I really think that thing holds up really well. And that thing's not even BS because I failed, and so I'm like, oh no, I failed. Well, you can just rewind. The game just lets you rewind. Like the
Yeah,
GameCube game just lets you like be like, oh okay, you need to go back a few days and you need to figure out some better time management. It's like, oh
right.
okay, yeah, I think I can do better if I go back like a week. So I went back like maybe like a week or something, and I was able to get enough parts, and I think I was able to get all the parts actually, and I was able to go kill like the king, the Emperor Bulwarb, and yeah, I did the
Mhm.
full thing of that game. And this just was like a rental copy that I had too, so that was like the perfect game to like rent from like a game store or like
Oh
a movie
yeah,
store. Yeah, I rented that
100%.
from a movie store. So,
Right,
um,
right.
and yeah, I adore that game. Just a lot of it's nostalgia. I'll admit, like a lot of Sunshine is a lot of nostalgia for me. Pikmin 1 also a lot of nostalgia because I just really enjoyed my time with that thing compared to any of
Right.
the other ones in the series. So
Yeah, no, you've always loved both Pikmin and Sunshine. As long as I've known you, I've known you
yep,
over 20 years. I mean,
yep,
though that has been your series. Is well, GameCube is just it holds a candle in my heart. Like
yeah,
same for you.
yep,
I played so
absolutely,
much GameCube.
yep,
I played so much GameCube. I mean, we grew up playing that thing.
yep,
But yeah, you're right. Like there's something to this stable of GameCube games that like Super Mario Sunshine, like um, it's kind of like a beacon for positivity for the titles on that console.
yep,
You know,
yep.
and I definitely
It's a
agree with you
taste
there.
of
Like I
what
think
that console is. That console is
yes,
Sunshine. Like it's that
yeah,
it's that we're just gonna put this nice sheen on all of these games that are they have a lot of issues. There's a lot of design issues and weird things going on in that era that they just kind of put
yeah,
this like nice sheen on, and they're like, oh yeah, look, here's our brand new shiny game. Play this.
right, right.
Um,
Yeah, and I think Sunshine suffers from that ambition a little bit, if I'm
yeah,
honest. But like, it's not interesting to me.
yeah.
It's
Uh,
not interesting.
that
But
and
like,
that's what I
I
want you to get
yeah,
out of that game. I can't be mad
yes,
if you think it's interesting. All I care about is that you think that thing's interesting. If you found that
absolutely
game,
it is.
if
Yeah,
you found that game boring, that would be the friendship ender. If you think that's interesting, that's all I care about.
yeah. It's
You
not.
don't have to think the
Yeah,
game's good. I think the game's good in its own weird sunshine way. I don't think it's objectively good necessarily, but I like it.
yeah.
So it's not
I
objectively
think it's
good
the
like Odyssey. Odyssey is objectively good. That game does
yes,
its thing, and if you play by Odyssey's rules, you will enjoy that game. If you go around and collect all the moons, you will enjoy that thing. Donkey Kong's not like that. If you go around collecting all the Banandian gems, you're gonna have a bad time with that game. Just play this Donkey
Probably.
Kong for the story. That's
Yes.
enjoyable. 100%ing that thing,
Yep.
not enjoyable. I've done it. So
Yep. And see, like my issues lie with following the rules of Sunshine. Like you follow that game's rules and it betrays you. Like that's just the truth. Like the physics they set out for you, they just don't. The game's not polished enough to execute on your gameplay. Like in my opinion,
sometimes,
like especially in those flood levels. Like that is when the worst design stuff crops up, and there's a lot of
I
non-flood level
think
stuff
that
in
the
the game.
flood levels were or the like no flood levels. Are you talking about like the ones without flood or the ones
Without flood,
Yeah,
without
the
flood,
the
like
ones
that is
without
the.
flood were a design mistake. I agree. I think they're interesting.
There's
I
a
like
lot of it.
them personally, but I'm willing to agree that they are a design mistake. Even like Miyamoto was like the flood level, the no flood levels were horrible. What were we thinking? Taking away the thing that we designed to help people with platforming, we just take it
Yeah.
away from them for the platforming levels. It's like, what was the point of designing flood to just take it away? Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting, but like the whole point of the game is flood. So
Yeah.
it's
Well,
so
and
weird.
it's
It's
not just
such
that,
a
like
backwards design philosophy, though.
it really is, and it's super weird because like there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
It's like it makes up like
there's
30 to
at least
40%
like
of the game.
no. Okay. Slow your roll there. There's not
It
that
really
many.
does though.
No. There's
Well,
not that
it
many.
really does. It
There,
really does. No, like if you're talking about 120 shines, maybe generously, I would say
I'm
30.
talking about
Like that's a lot.
I'm talking about doing the required shines, the bare minimum to
Okay,
get to
probably,
the
sure.
Bowser fight. I would say there's probably, if I'm being generous, there's probably 10 of those levels, but
That you have to do probably, but I was like doing a bunch of other ones too. So like I was just doing a ton of them. You know what I mean? Just to get shines to proceed.
okay.
Like
I didn't.
so
I thought you were just rushing that game and just trying to get to Bowser.
no. I got half the shines in that game. I got 60. So I'm like halfway through it. If I really want to pick it up, I will again.
Yeah. If you're going after those blue coins, you're gonna need a guide.
Well, I would definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I like
the criticism still remains.
I like the primo like guide. There's like scans of
Yeah.
that thing online. I like using that whenever I'm going after those blue coins. I've never gone after those. I've never collected all those blue coins without a guide. I could not figure out as a kid for the life of me how to find all those blue coins without a guide. That's the only thing I never did
I would
as a kid
definitely
was get the blue coins.
I would definitely do it. Is get the blue coins.
Yes.
But
Yep.
yeah,
Use a
you
guide.
know, to kind of cap off like my last couple criticisms about it, and I alluded to it. It's the physics. I don't think the physics are up to snuff. I don't like it that you can't recover on a Yoshi because Yoshi's a really good part of that game. Like
Yeah.
if you fall at a certain height, Yoshi can't recover like in other Mario games. Like in every other Mario game, you could fall from a pretty tall height and be okay. You hit a certain threshold in height where Yoshi cannot flutter jump, even if you select it. So
Oh.
like he'll flutter, but he'll keep falling on you. And that
Yeah.
was really tough in say like Pianta Village because you do
Sure.
all that under stuff
Yep.
and it gets really annoying that
Yeah.
you can't save yourself. But minor criticism, like I'm caveating against saying Yoshi is good in this game. I like him. I also
Yeah.
like that when he eats fruit, he gets colored like that fruit. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's fun.
And using Yoshi juice is really disturbing.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes like all the time.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
They don't show you how to do that until that Pianta level, though. Like they even then they go like I don't know, figure it out. Use the Yoshi juice on those squiggly
No, they don't.
sponge
They don't tell you how the Yoshi juice works.
At
I
all.
don't think there's a level like tutorial really that like tells you.
No.
Yeah, Yoshi juice kills the blurby orange stuff. Like, yeah, I don't
it's
think
like
there's
a
a level
sponge.
that tells you
It's like a
that.
sponge.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so like for the longest time, I was seeing it around the Isle Delfino, and I was like, "What is this?" They don't ever tell me what it is, and I'm like, I was in that last world. I was like, "Am I ever gonna find out what this is?" And then I finally got to that Pianta Village thing. I'm like, "Oh, Yoshi juice. Oh, okay, I figured this out." But it's not clear sometimes, So
yeah,
that might be some.
but then you
downfall
can
sometime,
go
I don't
back
know.
to all those other levels where you're like, I
Right.
saw this orange juice. oh, here's a Yoshi lying around for me. I'll
Yeah.
go do that. You know,
Right.
the game does that sandboxy sort of thing where it's like, here's your tools. Okay, go ahead and figure out what they do. We're not going to tell you what they do.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta kind of
Right.
figure out what they do. Um,
And I guess the last rule that I have that this thing just you just have to remember is you just can't trust it. Can't trust the game. Like I wish I could. Like I want to be able to trust that the game allows me to do what I want. Like aside from the glitches and quirks of the gameplay, it's whatever. It wouldn't be so bad if Mario wasn't as squirrely as he is. Like especially in those no flood levels, he's extremely squirrely. No, he is. Like he does this like skitter run, you know. But like with those platforms, those moving platforms in the no flood levels, like they literally feel like they are boiling underneath you because they are moving constantly. So like Mario's like this all the time. So if you do one wrong move on a thin platform, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. He just you lose him. I think that's just not good. I just don't like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I
but like
trust
you
the
said,
game
like you
wants
just got
to
to deal
kill
with it.
me, so that's what I trust. And
Right. But see, now that I know that, I'm gonna understand that. But like
yeah,
playing it for the first time, I'm like, this is total horseshit. This
yeah,
entire thing. Right.
sure.
But yeah, it's that skitter, that like tippy tappy to
Oh
and
yeah,
fro direction.
oh
Like
yeah,
he's very, very squirrely in this game.
yeah.
And he can be kind of unwieldy, especially in those no flood levels, but like at his best, he's totally
They
functional, like for
took
sure. But
like the 64 like physics Mario, and they literally just plopped him in there. Like it's basically the same physics as 64. Like you play 64 in that back and back, like Mario is as unwieldy in 64 as he is in Sunshine, but 64 doesn't have a lot of like levels to where it expects
yeah,
you to go on like really small and narrow platforms. Like it has some, but
yeah,
it usually reserves those for like the end game. Like Sunshine is like, as soon as you get a hold of Mario, they're just like, oh yeah, here's all these no flood levels where you know, the game's actively trying to kill you in the early game.
yeah.
It's
I,
pretty wild, honestly.
I'm glad we do agree on a lot more than I thought. You're just more okay with those things because you
Yeah.
understand the nature of it. Um, that's fine. The biggest issue I have with Super Mario Sunshine, and I promise we're going to be finishing here in a second. I just think the physics just compromise every aspect of it. That's just genuinely how I feel. Like from timing the traversal to like dealing with the hazards of the environment to like executing the platform, like every part of interacting with physical space in like a lot of levels, like every part like has this like churn to it that like it's constantly moving on you. And I do mean that like every piece of like solid looking ground wall or like geometry is actually pretty liquid in nature. Like it's kind of like dude, I clipped through so many things. I have the screenshots to prove it. I have the clips to prove it. Like it happened constantly to me. And whenever you get a hold of the physics and you're like doing something that is a physics guided thing, it never works the way you want it to, especially that plinko bullshit that you talk about with the
That
red coins that never
thing's
works. Like it
awesome.
never works. I did that 20 times in one
Oh,
night.
just
20
20?
times.
Those are
20.
rookie numbers.
The point is that is a problem. But like the world is pliable in a way where like you're wanting to desperately like reach out and save yourself, and the game's like, nah, bro, I ain't got a platform for you. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall through me, actually, even though I'm a wall. Like that is my biggest issue with it. Like vertices and geometry constantly stay in flux in this game. And it is by far the biggest sin of Mario Sunshine. By far. Like no other game in the series is like this. Everything is reliable and consistent even in 64, it's very consistent, reliable in that game. Like I feel more at fault for failing in that game than I do in Sunshine. Sometimes I'm like in Sunshine, I'm like, things just happen. Shit just happens. Like the game, right? I'm not okay. Basically, the setting and everything is so great. All the stuff that is great about this game is so great. It outweighs how I feel about my major flaws with this game. That's genuinely how I feel about it. I am so glad I played it though, because
Yeah.
it is extremely interesting.
Yeah, it's a weird
And
game.
not boring.
Yeah.
I love that I'm so passionate about it because I have
Yes.
an opinion about it.
Yes.
I have an opinion about it now. So
Yes. It makes you
um,
feel something. It's a game that makes you feel something.
I felt some things. I really,
It makes you
really
feel
did.
alive, though, doesn't it?
I felt like I wanted to die. Does that answer
Yeah.
your question?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean,
That thing's awesome.
that's my. It is awesome. Sometimes I wish it were more awesome. I just wish
Eh.
like a remake. A remake would fix this game. Like
A
they should
remake
remake.
might just make it like stale and boring though. I don't want it to be Odyssey
Oh,
2.
no, but like just drill down on the sunshineness of it. Just make it better. Just fix the problems and make it better. Like if they do that, it's going to be so much better.
I
Like
think that
everything
the things
about
that
it's
you
great.
find problems, I find them to be obstacles. So
Well, I just think that like they're committing platformer cardinal sins. Like I talked about Big Hops this year. Big Hops does the same thing that this game does. You cannot trust the platforming or the geometry. This game constantly betrays you, just like Big Hops did for me. Like that's why I don't like that game that much. Like it was fine. It was a fine time. I got through it. But like once you understand the philosophy of it, you can come to terms with it. But it doesn't make it good. I think Sunshine is a better game. Like a mid to low tiers Mario 3D game is better than like most video games. So like
yeah.
Sunshine's pretty good. You know what I mean? Like that's genuinely how I feel. Um, that is more than enough thoughts on that game for me. Your time with this game is well documented as well. Um, but I knew this would be a very interesting conversation. I understand more your position on it now, so I do appreciate that. That's good. That's good. I like that. Um, I'm gonna rank my favorite 3D Mario games. Okay, you ready? I'm
Oh
gonna
my
do this.
gosh.
You're gonna hate my ranking.
Here's the
All right,
slop
just
fest.
get ready.
All the boring
Odyssey's
ones
number
at the
one. It's not
top.
even
Oh yeah,
Odyssey's number
Odyssey's
one.
good.
Not even
Odyssey's good.
close.
That's a fine game.
Odyssey's incredible. It's one of the best. It's maybe one of the best games Nintendo's ever made. Um, Super Mario Galaxy is number two. I love that game. That game's
Sure.
great.
That game's
Um,
great.
you're gonna really despise like the middle of this list. Number three, Super Mario 64, just for nostalgia's sake. I like that game a lot.
Sure.
Um,
That game's fine. I like that game.
that's a normie take, sure.
Did
Most people
you
put
did
it
you
one or
play
two.
DS? Mario 64 DS?
No, I need to.
That
I
game's
need to
good.
play that one.
I've
You love
played
that
that
one.
one
You love that one.
extensively. Yep.
You like that one because Wario's in it, right? Isn't he in that one?
Yeah, he's in that one.
There you
It's
go.
pretty cool.
There you go. All right, this is where it's starting to get controversial. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is number four, and
No.
chiefly because Bowser's Fury is so
Okay,
incredible.
okay. I'll give you
Chiefly,
that. Bowser's Fury is good. Mario 3D World is not a good game. That's such a boring game. Oh
I
my
like that game.
gosh.
I like that game.
It's so
I like
bland. You have you beat that game?
oh yeah. I've almost gotten all the stuff in that game. Yeah, oh yeah. I
And
like that game a
Mario
lot.
3D, how? How can you stomach that thing? It's so boring.
You played a lot of it multiplayer though. Like I haven't. I played it pretty single player. So
I don't
I
know.
just
Like
it. I just like it by myself. I don't know.
it's
It's
just
fine.
so boring.
Maybe I can understand there being a blandness to it, but I also think it is just a
I
functional
also
Mario, and it's good.
I played like 3D Land religiously on the 3DS. Like I played that thing to death because that was so cool to me as a kid having a 3D Mario on a portable that
Yeah.
wasn't Mario DS or Mario 64, and so I was like, oh man, this is so cool. Um, but now like going back like and looking at that thing, I'm like, man, this thing is so boring. And so I just think that
Galaxy
that's
2,
more of that. So
right. Galaxy 2 is underneath that because I just prefer Bowser's Fury. That Bowser's Fury is really is why this thing is so high because I want
sure,
that to be the template for Mario games going forward.
yeah.
And it was so fun to complete. I enjoyed that game so
I
much.
I think
Um,
template is a good word. I think they have to do more interesting things with that formula, but I did
yeah,
like that template. Yeah, it's a good template.
yes, 100%, 100%. Galaxy 2 is below that only because I prefer Galaxy 1 more, and also I don't like the format of 2 that much. Like
Why don't you just
it
put
feels like it
Sunshine
deal
over Galaxy 2? Like, what are you doing?
because I don't like Sunshine more than Galaxy
It's
2. That's
crazy.
the answer. And I like 3D Land more than that, so that's number 6.
That's
And Sunshine's at the
insane.
very
Have you even played 3D
Sunshine's
Land?
at the bottom. I've completed 3D Land. I love that game. I
Oh
do.
my gosh, that thing's so boring.
I love that game. I know you don't like the 3D games for some reason, but Sunshine's at
They're
the
just
bottom
boring.
because of all Sunshine's at the bottom because of all of its problems.
Oh my
But like I said,
gosh,
all the
it's crazy.
mid-tier to low-tier Marios are better than like most video games. So like these are all pretty good games, if not great. Like Odyssey is a fantastic game, for instance. Um,
Yeah, those 3D
but yeah,
games are just not. They're just not it.
I like those games. Okay. But that's why 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is so high is literally because of that. Um,
Sure.
rank yours out of all those 7. How would you rank yours?
Sunshine. Uh, I guess I don't know. We'll say Sunshine, 64,
Oh wow.
Odyssey, Galaxy. I played a lot of 64. Um, let's see, and then uh, Galaxy 2. Uh, Bowser's Fury, and then I'm not even gonna bother ranking the 3D ones because they're just not good.
Wow.
They're not real
Damn.
Mario games, so
They're absolutely real Mario games. They're mainline Mario games too. Don't get it twisted. They
they're so
absolutely are.
bad. They're so bad. I don't even want to think about them.
Anyway, that's the definitive Mario rankings from both of us, even though Noah declined to rank 2 of the 7
Okay,
3D
fine.
Marios.
We'll say Land and then World. There, World at the bottom. I hate World. There you go.
Wow, that's crazy.
But
That
Bowser's
is
Fury is above both of those because that's a separate game, and that game's good. Actually, I'll put that game above Galaxy 2 because that thing's better than Galaxy 2. That Galaxy 2 is kind of bad. It's kind of boring. So
Oh, Galaxy 2 is not bad. No, no, no. We're being
it's
too
not as
extreme about
bad. It's
this.
not as bad as the 3D games, but Galaxy 2 is kind of boring. So
I just don't agree. Like we're being too extreme about just things in life. Like there's nuance to things. I think that game is totally
you
functional
like
and fine and good.
putting Sunshine at the bottom. So that
Because I don't think that game is structurally great
yeah.
like the other Mario
I
games
don't think
are.
the other
You get
Mario games are structurally interesting. So I don't. I put those at the
See,
bottom.
that makes sense. But you've had a good defense of that. I understand.
Yeah.
Like I think Sunshine does interesting ideas. They don't execute on any of them very well. That's genuinely what I think. That's why it's at the bottom. That, that's it. That's why. So, this has been a good conversation, though. All in all, I think we've said our piece about the Mario series writ large, and at least the 3D entries. So, yeah, I knew this was going to be the longest part of this podcast. So we have some more to talk about. Fun fact, but let's cool down from the heat, Noah. How about that? Talk about some Ape Escape 3. Like, is that a good game? Like, you've never
I
played
don't
that,
know.
but I've never
I
heard of it.
played like 2 levels of Ape Escape 3, honestly, and then like I was just like, I don't really feel like playing this right now, but like it's so it's basically more Ape Escape 2, but
Mm.
you have 2 different characters to choose from. You got like a generic anime boy character you can be. He's got blue hair this time. Or you can
Oh,
be Pop Idol Girl. And I'm like, you know what? We'll play as Pop Idol Girl. Sure, that's something different. So I picked Pop
yeah.
Idol Girl, and then it just kind of puts you in to catching some. Well, so this one is really weird because the first level has you catching a singular ape, and they put you directly in front of the singular ape you have to catch. So you load into the level, you catch the ape, boom, level's done.
Hilarious. That's so funny.
Why would they do
What
that
about
for like the
tutorial?
third one? Why would they do that for the third one? Like the first 2 have you catching several apes in the tutorial. But the third
Yeah,
one is like, oh no, this game's too hard. We're gonna have to make the level 1 ape and put the ape directly in front of them so they can beat a singular level. Like, I don't know
that's
what
funny.
they were thinking, but it's so funny.
That's a
And
good one.
so I beat that level. I'm like, okay, is that like gonna be the how this game goes? And kind of, I mean, they kind of just put you in these a lot smaller spaces than even Ape Escape 2, because Ape Escape 2 was kind of like really like small spaces that they put the apes in. This one is like,
Yeah.
we're gonna give you like just this little like rectangle, and we're gonna put all the apes in like this rectangle, and you're just gonna go around and catch them. Now, I will say with
Mhm.
this game, it feels better catching apes than the second game. The second game felt really bad catching apes because they would just randomly dodge you, like even when you were doing the correct inputs. You want to talk about games that betray their like gameplay, that betray your inputs? That's Ape Escape 2, buddy. Like Ape Escape
Mhm.
2 betrays you. Like you actively do the input to catch an ape, but the ape just has this random chance to just not get caught by that input.
What?
Even though you're doing the correct input, you're putting the thing over the ape, they can just choose to dodge around your net as like a free random action, basically.
That's wild. That's
It's
wild.
like tripping in Brawl. Like it's like a random element that they just have in there. They're like, yeah, this will be fun. We'll
Wow.
make it to where the apes can just randomly dodge your net attacks. That'll make the game fun. That'll make people happy. No, what are we doing? This is the game about catching the apes. If catching the apes feels bad, then why am I playing it?
It does say Ape Escape, Noah. That Ape
Oh
Escape
my
thing.
gosh! But so I got past like the rectangular sort of like level. It was like this like beach escape. They literally like ported the beach area from the second game into the third game. They're reusing a lot of assets in this game basically, which is fine. Um,
Mhm.
and but this one its whole shtick is that Spectre is running these TV programs that make people stupid couch potatoes, and so they have to sit in front of the TV and watch TV all day because of these stupid TV shows. It's literally brain rot before brain rot, basically, and so
Mm.
they like the all of like the three like characters from the previous two games, like the professor and then Spike and then whoever the kid is in the second one, don't know his name. They're all couch potatoes because of the thing, and so the friggin' red haired girl like Natasha, Natalie, something like that. She's like, "Hey guys, she like gets a whole like this pop idol and her like brother and their like agent or something, and she's like, "Hey, you gotta catch these apes because nobody else can catch apes." And so they're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay, we'll go catch apes. We love catching apes, sure." And so then you go into the TV shows and you are fighting the apes in like these TV shows, and you get like different like costumes and stuff. So it's kind of a neat flavoring, to be honest. It's not bland like the
Yeah.
second one, so they do something
So you
interesting.
prefer it?
I
Yeah,
prefer
yeah,
it,
yeah.
yeah. I prefer it just from the little I've played it. At least has like something interesting that it's trying to do. I definitely prefer it over that second one. Because yeah, like you basically like you have like this ready set action sort of like one of those real things that they shut. I don't know what those things are called. I'm not a movie guy, but they have like the striped
Oh,
movie thing, and they close.
yeah,
You
yeah.
like close it, and that starts the scene. And then you see like this scene of these two apes coming out of like this chapel, and they're in like their like wedding gown and tuxedo, and they're a married pair of apes, and so
Mhm.
you gotta catch these married pair of apes. They come out, and then you're like, oh, okay, cool. I get to catch these apes in costume. It's fun. They put the little
Mhm.
costumes on the little apes, and that makes it interesting. You know,
Yeah, that's cool.
and they put it on your character as well. Like they'll put little costumes on your character to match the environment, so that's fun.
Yeah, yeah, that is cool. Okay, so Ape Escape 3, you prefer that over 2 from the sounds of it, at least
Yep,
from what you played?
yep. From
Okay,
what I played, yeah.
sure.
They
And are you
seem to
playing
have
that?
made catching a little bit better too. So
Okay, that's good, that's good. So are you playing that on the PSX, or is that a
no,
PS2
I
game?
own that. I own that on disc. That's a US release,
On
so
disc.
I own that thing on disc. Yep, I'm playing that on
Okay,
just my Slim. Yep.
on your Slim. Okay, sweet, sweet. Ape Escape 3. Talk to me about Mirage Feathers. What is this? I don't know about this game.
Yeah, this was like I don't know. This took maybe like 2 hours to play through. It's a I guess it's a forward-facing bullet hell shooter, so you are kind of facing towards the danger, and it's all sprite based, but you're facing towards the danger, and so all the bullets are they're far away, and they're coming closer to you on the screen.
Oh,
Yeah, so they're always coming from one direction basically. All the bullets are coming from in front of you, and so you just need to manage what's in front of you and dodge the bullets that are actively basically growing in size, right? Because they're in the background and then they're coming towards you. So, um, and it gets pretty chaotic. There's in the later game, there's bullets like all over the screen, lasers all over the screen, et cetera, et cetera. But the game gives you decent tools to be able to manage the chaos. It gives you like I don't remember what they call it in the game. I'm just gonna call it a bomb because that's what Touhou players call them, and so it gives you bombs that you can use to clear the screen. If the screen gets too chaotic, you just click a button, boom, the screen's gone. You use a resource, but you clear the screen and you become empowered basically. So you do more damage, you fire faster, etc., etc. For like a limited time based on your energy. And you can expend energy to dodge. There's like a dodge button that's really nice to use. You can kind of just like kite the bullets into like one corner of the screen and then dodge away to a different corner of the screen and then just kind of rinse repeat. That's kind of how you manage the bullets. And yeah, it's bullet hell. It's about 15 levels long. It's got like 4 or 5 boss set piece battles, and 2 of them I think are against like basically another version of yourself, another one of these like child soldier robot things. Basically, is what you're playing as.
Gotcha.
And you're they're I guess they're like based off of your like child soldier friend that was like kidnapped or hypnotized or something. I didn't really pay attention to the story too much, to be honest. I was just there for the gameplay and visuals, and the soundtrack's kind of killer too. But
Okay.
it was a fun little romp. Yeah, 2 hours. It didn't really waste my time, and I got through it. I got all the chivos in one go. I did the 1cc, so I cleared it without game overing it. Pretty simple game, so
Nice.
it didn't have to use any continues or anything like that. So yeah, it was fun. It's fun.
So it's basically a Space Harrier like is kind of the idea. Like it's very similar to that.
I guess if Space Harrier, the bullets are coming at you and you're
Yeah.
progressing forward into
Yep.
the. Okay, yeah, there you go. I never played that one,
Yep.
so.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yu Suzuki, the creator of Shenmue, made that
Okay.
game back in the day. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
That reminds me of that.
there's a lot of movement in that game. I had to turn like all of the like camera shake settings off and like all of the like settings to like the lowest setting in terms of like camera moving. Because there's
Yeah.
so much going on in that screen, I can't also have like my camera shaking when I'm trying to do anything. And so,
Right.
but the game has the options to just like, yeah, you don't want the camera moving around weird, turn that off, and then the game becomes a lot more manageable and doesn't make me motion sick. So
Gotcha. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Mirage Feathers. That sounds interesting. You love these bullet hells. That's
yeah,
like your bread and butter.
yep, I
Yeah.
like both of
One of
them.
your bread and butters.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, some of my bread and butter is the Donkey Kong Country games. I love Donkey Kong Country. It's one of my favorite series. And I've been meaning to play Donkey Kong Country Returns, and they recently updated it in the last little bit. They put Dixie Kong in that game. She's not in there normally. And they also put a couple other things in there. But Dixie Kong is, if you don't have Dixie Kong, like, that's a huge bummer. Like, Dixie Kong is the best character in those games because of
Why?
her abilities, like the extra jump. Like
Oh,
it's
okay.
so crucial. Like having the hover braid she does is so
So
good.
just like playing on easy mode, basically.
Sure, what if you want to call it that. You can pick between her and Diddy. Like that game is originally really
Diddy.
hard
You think
'cause
they could rename that character?
no, they won't.
They kind of
Um,
need to.
They won't though. They won't.
I like that you didn't disagree with me.
I hesitated because I agree with you. Diddy's been around longer than Diddy Kong, I think, like in terms of like his popularity. Like the Diddy Kong has existed for a long time, right?
Yeah.
But he's been known for the country games, and that was like, excuse me, that was like that was the time that Puff Daddy went up in the business, right? So he was known as Diddy more than Diddy Kong. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to just play through it casually. I'm like, okay, this is finally time to do it. Like I like Dixie Kong. Like it's gonna make this game a lot more fun to play because I just enjoy having her. And yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns is really good. It's pretty milk toast for like
Does that have
it's
like
very standard Donkey Kong, like
does that
very
have
standard
Cranky
Donkey Kong
Kong?
Country. Yep, Donkey Kong's in that game. Funky Kong owns the
Cranky
shop.
Kong?
Um, I think so. Is Funky Kong in this game? I'm pretty sure he's in this game.
Hmm.
I cannot remember for the life of me.
He's like
There's a
the best
vendor.
one.
He's in tropical. He's in tropical freeze. Funky is because of funky mode. You know that.
Funky. I didn't
But
know that, by the way. I did not know that. I don't know
oh,
anything
you
about
didn't?
that game.
You didn't know? Really? Okay. Yeah, but anyway, I got a wild hair to play it. I'm about halfway through it. I got through the first like 4 worlds of 7 or 8 or something like that, whatever it is. And I'm really enjoying it. It's just a very solid game. Um yeah, like there's a lot of like there's like they just throw so many upgrades at you, so many like not upgrades, consumables, like balloons are your life. Like you get a million balloons, like a million coins. Like you're never at lacking anything, even if you were to play it on the normal hard difficulty or whatever it is. So it's very breezy. It's a very breezy time. Um, Donkey Kong is my favorite Nintendo character, so I really like his games like a lot. I loved Bonanza, even though like completing it's not awesome, but like playing that game originally for the first time is so awesome. And yeah, I love all the country games. The ones I haven't played a lot of the land games all the way through. I've definitely played them, but I haven't played them all the way through. And I don't know if I ever finished Donkey Kong Country 3. Um, but 2 is one of my favorite Nintendo games. I've played 2 so many times, like 5 or 6 times, like a lot. I adore that game. The first one's okay. I like that game pretty good. It's a good like establishing point for Donkey Kong Country, just to like get that game down for the SNES. But 2 is so vastly superior to 1. Like one has some problems, but 2 is a way better game. But yeah, I just love the series, and I've been wanting to play Tropical Freeze, but I'm like I'm gonna play through Returns first, and then I'll play Tropical Freeze because people prefer Freeze to the first one. I've just heard really good things about it. So
I
yeah,
like
I've just been
the
kind of playing that.
I like the art style of those like old country games. I like that like
Yes.
3D, 2D sprite sort of thing
Hmm.
like that they were doing. It's
Yeah.
such a like innovative thing. That was Retro
Yeah.
Studios, right? Or
Retro Studios did Country. Rare did the originals, of course.
oh, okay,
But
okay. That's right. That's right.
Retro did Country Returns
That's right.
and Tropical
Yep.
Freeze. Yeah.
Yep. I was
Hmm.
getting
Yep.
threads mixed up. Yeah. So Rare did
Nope.
those original
That's fine.
country trilogy, and yeah, that's cool that they were able to pull that off on the SNES. Yeah. And the
Yeah,
soundtracks
you
are
should.
incredible too on those things. So
Oh my goodness, they're some of the best. If you haven't played Country and Country 2, at least I
I've
would
played
check those
like
out.
half of country. I didn't really it wasn't really my thing.
Okay. It's a very breezy playthrough, so, like, if you ever got a wild hair, you could beat it in, like,
It was pretty difficult for me.
6 or
I
7
didn't
hours.
I think that thing was quite difficult.
The way to play that is NSO these days, just rewind, like, you could just make it a lot easier that way.
I guess I was playing on Wii Virtual Console. Yeah.
Yeah, I played that game normally on, probably an emulator on my phone, Donkey Kong Country 2, that is, and I had a lot of trouble with it, but I used save states, and it was a lot better, I think. Um, and I just enjoy that game. Just save scum. That's what I would recommend.
Mm.
It makes that game way better. And you can just do that on NSO. I love that series, so it's fun to play the new-ish entries of it. That was a Wii game, that the Country Returns. Um, so yeah, that's a good game. I really like that game. So I've been playing through that, and that'll probably be my Switch game until I go back to Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is going to be something I'm going to be playing through before um the new one, Fortune's Wing, comes out. Um I'm trying to like finish up a couple like random things out there, and then I'm going to be juggling after Pragmata for sure. I'm going to look at Saros, clean up a couple games, and then I'm playing through Persona 5 completely, and then Three Houses completely. Those are my main
Three
squeezes
Houses is a good game.
through.
That's a game worth your
Yeah,
time.
and
Persona
I've
5,
and
I'm
I've
not sure
started
if it's
those
worth your time, but I can tell you that Three Houses is worth your time.
in the I guess in the explanation of like, is it worth my 100 hours? Who knows? Nothing
Yeah.
is good for 100 hours, I'm sure, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and we'll get to that at some point. But first, I want to hear about a little bit of Nightreign, a little bit of Mama Sleeping Angels, and Fishing Inc. However you want to tackle it, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to point out that earlier, like a minute ago, I just saw like my cat like in the corner of like my camera like walk past like this like eldritch entity or something. It was so funny. I was just thinking like, man, this cat looks so weird just walking in the background in this like tiny little sliver of my door that's open. Just like you can see the cat just like walk
Oh,
past
back
it.
there. That's so
Yeah,
funny. That's so funny.
like some kind of eldritch. I just thought it was a funny thing, but so with Nightreign, yeah, that game's fun. I just had a couple friends that were like, hey, we want to play Nightreign. I'm like, yeah, I want to play Nightreign too. So we just
Yeah.
I literally just booted up the first boss and we trounced the first boss, and then I booted up the next two bosses after that. We trounced them. We're like, yeah, that was a good night of Nightreign. We decimated some bosses because we're used to playing like the hardcore, super hard content when we were playing it before, and we kind of just wanted to come back to it with some breezy sort of Souls content, and yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't struggle at all. We're I still know how to route, and so I was doing the routing, and we were getting we were getting way over leveled for where we were in the run, and it was great, and finding pretty decent loot. Like one of the runs I had the freaking sword of night and flame or whatever, the one that's like the straight sword that you can like kind of
Yeah.
you can view it with magic and do like common azure, or you can do like the big flame move. It's fun. It's a fun sword. I was like, man, this thing feels real good to use. I forgot how good straight swords feel in that Elden Ring engine. So
Mhm.
yeah, it was a good time. That game is I think if you try to get too deep into like some like the like deep at night content and things like that, I think it kind of loses some of its charm, because I think that thing is just charming when you're just messing around with different
Yeah.
weird builds, and you're just trying to mess with uh all the weird roguelike elements that are in that thing, like play around with them. I think that game is better as a sandbox than as like a serious like hardcore Souls experience. So
Mhm. Mhm.
um
Gotcha. Gotcha. Makes
but
sense.
yeah, that's Nightreign. I played Wilder the whole time I was doing that, but good old grappling hook. Like that grappling hook is just so like clean. Oh my gosh, I wish that grappling hook was in like all the games. It
Yeah.
just feels so good to just zip around the maps with that
Mhm.
grappling hook.
Mhm.
And
Right.
just always
Right.
be able to pull yourself into the fight, no matter like how far away the boss is, how far away it's running. You can evade a lot of boss attacks using that grappling hook. Like there's some attacks
Mhm.
that with bosses like I just genuinely don't know how to avoid without the grappling hook because I've played Wilder so much. But
Right. Right.
yeah. Yeah, and then I checked out Mama Sleeping Angels. So that thing is it's kind of like a Lethal Company or a Repo. You
Okay.
you
Yeah.
go around and you're in like this really, it's actually a really creepy world. Like I'd say it's definitely the freakiest of those sort of games that I've played. Very unnerving world. And your goal is to kind of collect these cursed artifacts, and the cursed artifacts will actually like sort of mess with you as well, because like there was one of them that I had that like would make like knocking sounds appear in your like sound, and I had like headphones on, so I was like, oh. And then the like other one that I had was like it made like a bunch of like NPC ghost things spawn there, but they weren't like ghosts per se. They were just like supposed to be like people, but they kind of like were
Mm.
just like spawning like all around in your field of vision, and like you couldn't like see ahead very well because of all the different like people in your view. So that kind of like added to like the unnervingness of like, man, I don't even know what's ahead of me, because I got all these
Yeah.
people in my way. And so yeah, just stuff like that. It was kind of interesting. I didn't engage with it much because I was just playing it solo. I just want to check out what it was. I tried to get people onto it at launch, but I couldn't find anyone to play it with. So
Okay.
yeah, it's interesting. That's an interesting idea. It's got guns. I didn't even encounter any entities that like I needed to attack, so I don't really know what the guns are for per se. I'm sure if I played more of it, I would figure that out. But yeah, I kind of played around with the guns, played around with the environment, messed around in the hub world a bit. I got like a sort of like jump scare event where if you like cheat in this basketball game, like this giant head comes up and like kills you. So,
Ah,
um,
wild.
it's like cheater or something like that. So, yeah, it was interesting experience. I'd like to play more of that. Probably not solo, but
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
yeah. And then
Mama's sleeping.
yeah, yep. And then Fishing Inc. I just picked up today. I saw it in the Steam store. It's an
Yeah, I saw you
fishing
playing that.
fishing
Yeah.
idle clicker. Yep, yep. You just
Oh,
catch fish.
nice.
But it's kind of not an idle clicker. It's actually a really bad idle clicker. Okay, so
Oh.
this thing you have to actively click to catch fish. If you are not actively clicking, you are not catching fish.
Mm.
That kind of betrays the purpose of it being an idle game. You know, I think idle game
Of an idle game, yeah. Yeah.
fishing, I think, okay, so I can just run this thing on my desktop and it's going to catch fish for me. No. What it's going to do is it's going to generate a little bit of gold for you if you run this thing in the background on your desktop. It'll just sit there and generate gold for you so that you can buy, you know, upgrades to make yourself fish better. But it won't
Oh.
actually catch fish for you unless if you actively choose a spot on you got to go into a zone and then you got to click a spot on the lake to cast your line. Then you've got to click the like catch button, and sometimes it'll auto catch the fish, but then you have to reel the fish in, and that's like an active process as well because the auto like clicking stuff sucks, and there's an option to hold down the mouse button, but that option also sucks. So you really just need to mash the click button. And so
Gotcha.
catching fish is an active process, and not that's not really great for an idle game. Like, pick
No.
one. Are you a fishing game or are you an idle game? Because right now you're more of a kind of a lackluster fishing game than an idle game. I was hoping that
Mm.
what you were was a lackluster fishing game and an idle game. Like that's what I was hoping for, genuine. Like if the fishing was bad, fine. But if I was just catching fish in the background, that's what I wanted to do. That's why I bought the game, was to catch fish in the background
Yeah.
while I'm working, like literally. And then
Right.
the game's just like, oh no, we want you to be engaged with this, otherwise we will not give you fish. It's like, okay, well, screw you. So
That's ridiculous.
that's my time with Fishing Inc. I'm sorry to the creator of Fishing Inc., but you've disappointed me. If you're making a idle game, please make it idle, because some of us just want to turn this on while we're doing our desk jobs, and like I love fish. I want to see fish popping up on my screen while I'm working my desk job. That would make me happy, but this game has just made me sad. So I've gotten probably halfway through this thing. I did play a lot of it. I've gotten to the point where I'm ocean fishing now. So I've gotten through like all the segments of like river fishing and lake fishing and pond fishing and ice fishing. And now I'm ocean fishing. And I'm like, cool, we're getting some ocean fish now. This is great. This is cool. But I don't, I could just go play Fishing Simulator, and that would be a better experience, because then I would like actively be fishing. If I'm gonna actively sit there and fish, I might as well play an actual fishing game instead of this,
Yeah.
approximation of a fishing game. Like, come on, what are we doing?
And you're coming to it. You're coming to it as an idle game, and it's
Yeah.
not doing its job.
It's
Crazy.
not doing the idle game job. Yeah, absolutely. It fails
Wow.
as an idle game. It's fine
that-
as a fishing game. It fails as an idle game. Straight up.
Gotcha. It's that meme of the review of the week. What does he say?
My
He says like,
disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Yes.
yes, that is you with this game.
Yeah,
Bummer. Bummer.
it's a good looking game though, and I even like the soundtrack. I like the art of it. The pixel art's great. And they add like it's mostly fish grounded in reality, and then they just have like this one like bee fish in there for some reason. It's like, okay, sure,
Wow.
whatever. Give me the bee fish. Okay, I'll catch a bee fish. It's a fish that's a bee. Sure, that's cool. Whatever, All the other fish are
Yeah.
normal fish, and so it's they just put in this one weird. That's their OC, their fish OC. Do not steal,
They're fishes.
okay? Don't steal the bee fish, all right? You can't have them.
It's their Blaze the Hedgehog of fish. There you go.
Yeah. Well, hang on a second. Well, Blaze the Hedgehog is he's the like Sonic OC, the quintessential Sonic OC, right?
That's
Blaze the
Noah's
Hedgehog.
OC for people that want to know.
He is, and he's awesome. Okay, and I made him before Blaze the Cat existed. Okay, they stole my idea. Sega stole my idea. They
did.
found my notes, and they're like, "Oh, this is so cool! A fire powered hedgehog. Let's go ahead and turn them into a girl cat." Why would you do that? You know the last cat character you made was Big the Cat. Nobody liked Big the Cat, so why would you make Blaze the Cat? What are you, Blazing 420? Like, come on. What are we doing here?
Oh man, Blaze the Cat. What a pull. What a
Oh
pull.
my gosh. But yeah, Blaze the Hedgehog is
You
my
love
OC. And yes, I did make him in Sonic Forces. And yes, he was awesome. And yes, I gave him the little thing that shoots out flames with the flamethrower. I did that.
You did that. You did that. Period.
That.
End of story.
Yep.
Speaking of doing that, I've been doing that JRPG grind. I've been playing some Persona 5.
Persona.
I'm finally getting to it. After months of consternation about saying I will get to it, I finally got to it. I'm deep in the beginning of that game. Like I'm like 5 to 6 hours in. Like it's barely anything.
Yeah.
But it's fine. There's not much to say. I've played the beginning so many times. Like I just need to get through it. Like once I get past the point of like, I think I got through the second dungeon. Once I get past that, I'll feel like okay, now I can play the game.
What about what about how much you love On? Don't you think On-chan is so kawaii sugoi desu?
This game has all the problems that we have about Atlas as a company.
Absolutely.
Like in terms of like what they value in terms of like fan service or weird fetishism for their characters. Like it is all the bad news that you hear about with an Atlas game. Like it is in Persona 5.
5 is the game for that, I would say. Like 3 and 4 have elements of that. 5 is upfront about it. 5 says this is our values. Putting like high school girls in like sexy like freaking cat
Lingerie too. Like whatever.
Uniform, yeah. Well, I mean they did that right in Persona 3. Like you could get the battle panties. Like that's the
costume though. Yeah, that's a costume.
Well, so in the original Persona 3, right? Battle panties was an armor. That was an armor set. Armor changed your appearance sometimes in that original game. Battle panties was one of the ones that changed your appearance. But mind you, this was like, like PlayStation 2 level graphics, so like you really didn't see anything. Like it was just kind of a blob on your screen that's like, oh man, look at that blob. Wow. And
look at those triangles, brother.
Yeah, look at those triangles. Oh my gosh. High school triangles. Oh boy. And you put them on because they're genuinely like some of the best armor you get for a while in that game. So you just have a character just sitting in their battle panties, like whatever, And then eventually you're just like, oh, okay, well, I've got better armor now. Bye bye. And that was it. That was the entire segment of that. In Reload, they're like, okay, we got to bring that back, and we got to make to where everyone can have them, whatever. Except for I guess the only character that should have them, but that's besides the point. But
crazy.
Anyways, so and I don't really know enough about 4 to know if it gets into really weird stuff. I remember it does some weird stuff with like Risei sometimes, and
kind of, yeah.
It's wearing like little like swimsuits here and there, foo, idol girls.
The weird stuff they do is the bigoted stuff with Yosuke,
right? Like, and that's not cool. Yeah, it's really weird.
No, not at all.
Not even for like the time, really. Like the time that thing came out, like that's really like maybe in Japan.
It was weird then,
fine, but yeah.
Well, it was weird then. Yeah, no, I don't understand why. It's like, okay, do you remember the song from the Maroon 5, Payphone? It's like, why are you talking about payphones in the year it came out? It was
yeah.
Like it wasn't cool then. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what are
Yep.
we doing? Like, this
Yeah.
was
What are
not
we
cool
doing?
then.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
yeah.
But
But yeah, 5 is all the issues with Atlas,
mhm.
in terms of all of that
Yeah,
presentation.
they give you
Um,
Kamoshida. They're like, oh, he's such a terrible guy for oogling high school girls. Here's some high school girls to oogle at, though. Here you go. Like, what are we doing?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like they are so hypocritical about
Yeah,
this.
they're just
Like
so
so hypocritical. Like
like
they go like
here's
he's the
here's
worst, the scum of
your
the earth. Yeah, yeah,
here's your homeroom teacher. Oh boy, she's sexy. Why don't you go date her? Yeah.
yeah. And then he's like, "You can't prove any of this. Your guys are gonna get expelled." And but
Why do you sound
they're
just
totally
like him?
winking.
That's crazy.
You like that? Yeah, yeah. They're basically just saying like, yeah, no, it's not cool if he does it, but what if you did it? We're not going to talk about that. Yeah, Kamoshida always goes like, "I love On.
That
I want to put her in a bikini." Yeah,
he sure does. Yeah, not just her either. It's crazy, but
it's everybody. Yeah,
yeah, that game is just so weird. It's such a weird game. I like that game, but
yeah,
um I think that game has a lot of problems, both in terms of like content, like and in terms of just like pacing. Like the pacing in that game is really bad. Like they cram so
yeah,
many things into the um like the sim segments of that thing, like walking around town segments. Like they cram so much into the sim aspect of that game that it really just becomes more of a sim game and less of a JRPG at times. Like,
yeah,
and I don't know, like it's not even like you're actively doing like dialogue stuff. It's more so like you're literally just doing like the sim stuff. Like, oh, I gotta do my laundry and I gotta do like, whatever, where I would go work a job, Like, yeah, the games had that, but like this game just like I don't know, like to get certain like, social links you gotta do that stuff, and like I mean I guess the other games have that too, but
it's more busy
4 had
work
that,
than the
but
other
it's
games,
just
though.
more
It's way
more
more
busy
busy work.
work, yeah, and it takes up more time because they give it more time, they give it more screen time. They don't just like have it like happen in the background. They like have you actively participate in it. They're like, no, you actively need to work this job now. We're gonna make this into a mini game. Everything has to be a mini game that you do, and so you can't just like click on an activity and it like happens. No, you have to be engaged in the activity.
Yeah, it's a virtual JRPG smorgasbord in the good
Yeah.
and bad ways. Like you feel
Yep.
overstuffed by it, but it is nutritious in a lot of ways and audacious in a lot of ways. Like it's a lot to a lot of people. There's a reason it's so popular because it's
Yep.
just like a lot of people just don't make games like that. And it's one of the most like dynamic of the series in terms of style and presentation, excuse me, and
It
music and all that.
Yeah,
Um,
it literally brought back the genre. Like the genre was dying,
yeah,
and then 5 drops, and everyone's like, "Ooh, Sugoi, I love JRPGs again." Like, yeah,
but like I
turn-based
think it's
JRPGs are just dying.
inherently I just think it's worse than 4. Like, I just think a lot of it's worse than 4. Like, in
I
terms of characterization and
I can
style, like, I
almost agree
prefer
with you.
4.
If I would have played through all of 4, I've gotten about halfway through that game, I think. But if I would have played through all of 4, maybe I'd agree with you on that. But
Yeah.
um,
I prefer 3 over 5, that's for damn sure.
yeah,
That's for damn sure.
yeah,
Reload is way better game as far as I can tell right
yeah.
now. Maybe my opinion changes, but I don't know if it will. Like, 3 is awesome.
Listen,
That is really good.
I've played through base 5, I've played through Royal, and there's nothing in that game that's better than like the majority of Reload. Like Reload trumps that game. I like, Portable a bit better. We've talked about that. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Persona 3 Portable a bit better, but even Reload, I'm like, yeah, this game's just straight up better than even like Episode Igus is straight up better than uh
Yeah.
um 5. But 5, like I think that I really think that the reload content is what like saves 5, honestly, for me.
Or,
The
like, the
reload
Royale stuff.
or the
Yeah.
royale content is like
Yeah. I
that's
get
like the
you.
post game content is like really good. I think that's like the best content in that game straight up. I also like the characters that are involved in that though. I think they're very well designed characters.
Right.
All the
Yeah.
characters that are involved with that conflict, most of them are exclusive to this version of the game, and they're also like they took like all the like good design ideas they've had over the years. Like, oh yeah, let's make these characters that feel very genuine and have very good motivations for what they're doing, and it's such an interesting like turn of events that I almost think it's worth your time just for that content. Almost. I think my caveat is I almost want to say don't 100% Persona 5. I almost want to say that cuz genuinely that thing takes so long to 100% and it just the payoff for 100%ing that thing just doesn't feel good. Like a lot of those social links just aren't interesting. And that's like a cardinal sin for a Persona game. The social links have to be interesting. Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing? All they do is just like
Yeah.
suck you off. They're like, oh, I love the Phantom thing so much. Oh, you're doing such a good job being part of the Phantom Knights. Like, that's literally all the culmination of like most of those social links. Is just like, oh, you're so good at being a Phantom Knight. Oh, like that's not interesting.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Persona 3 is like, oh yeah, my cat died, oh my son died, oh my, I'm died, like everything dies in Persona 3,
I'm died is crazy. Yeah, no, but I agree with you. Like 5, from what I've played, and because I've my first time through, I got through the second dungeon. So like I was doing some of these social links. Everything has to do with your involvement.
Yeah.
But like 3 is
They're
like
sucking
you're
you off.
involving yourself in other people's
Yes.
lives. Like
Yeah, you are
in
like
4, yeah, basically in 4, and yeah, I'll let you continue in just a
No,
second.
you're
But
good.
like in 4, it is you are basically associating yourself with people of this small rural town. So
Yeah.
everybody is relating to each other.
Yeah, no,
Right?
I
So
liked the
that's
social links
that game.
okay in 4. What I played of 4, the social
Yeah,
links were okay. I didn't like
right.
that Velvet Room high school girl or whatever in 4. I thought she was dumb.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Marie. She's
Yeah,
fine.
but
I'm not a fan of
what
her.
was it?
Yeah.
Margaret was the like actual like attendant. I think she's my
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
of like all of the attendants. I do like
Yeah.
Margaret quite a bit. I think she has a great
I
design.
do too.
But
She's very she's not as bombastic, and she's very
yeah,
even keeled.
I
I
kind of like
appreciate
that.
that.
I like Elizabeth quite a bit in 3. And
Yeah,
I don't like the twins in 5 at
no,
all.
Carolyn
I
and
think
Christine. No,
they're
no,
just
no.
annoying. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Listen
But
here, inmates. Like, shut
Listen
up.
here,
Like the
inmates.
5 has like like a I don't know, like a juvenile edge to it that I just don't appreciate.
yeah,
Like
well,
genuinely.
yeah, it's the rebellious
Oh,
one. The whole
yeah,
theme of it is
right,
rebellion. And like
right.
it does that good sometimes. Sometimes like the main story segments of that, yeah, are like sometimes they can be really good. They're like, yeah, we gotta stand up against tyranny. We gotta stand up against the government. It's like, well, yeah, okay, I'm down a little bit of revolution, maybe. Okay, that's
But guess
cool.
what did that better? Metaphor does that so much better,
It does
and
it
they have mature
so
characters,
much better.
and the social links are unreal.
Oh my gosh, the
They're so good.
social links, they're so realistic. Every single one of them like makes you want to connect more with the characters. It's like, tell me more about your story. Tell me more about your past. I want to know. You're so interesting, Metaphor character number 3. Like, it's just so incredible.
Metaphor. Okay, take everything that we're saying with a grain of salt. This should all just lead you to say like Metaphor is just it has to be played. It's better than every one of those
It's
games.
better than
Metaphor is
everyone
better
else.
than every.
Yep.
That's not even close, dude.
Mm.
It's not even close.
It's kind of close with 3, but
No, it's not. I think Metaphor is significantly better than 3. I genuinely do. I genuinely do. I like 3 a lot.
Metaphor is better. Don't
Metaphor
get it
is
twisted. Metaphor is better.
brother. Metaphor is the best video game of the generation.
It is.
Of the generation.
That thing is incredible. Oh my gosh.
For my personal taste, Requiem gets damn close, but it's not there. It's just not there. Yeah.
But
Death Stranding 2 as well. We'll get into that here in just a second. But like that game also gets really close. But
yeah,
like Metaphor is just it's on
real
another
good.
level. It's on
It's
another
real
level.
good. That game is real good.
Anyway, that's enough about
Yeah.
Persona. I'm playing through 4 and 5
Yeah.
simultaneously for some reason, but I'm doing that.
But
So
yeah, I
yeah.
guess, yeah, like, literally, Metaphor does five's theme better than 5. I would agree with that.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Uh,
They do actual organized rebellion better than
yeah.
5 did, which makes the game based off of that.
Well, yeah,
So
because 5
anyway.
is literally like, I'm going to go through all the, like, channels that I need to do in order, or, Metaphor is like, I'm going to go through all the channels I need to do to, overthrow this, bad regime,
Yep.
this bad
Yep.
system. And, like, that's the whole thing. It's like, I'm going to make society better through, like, all these correct channels. I think that's an interesting way of approaching it.
Also, again, okay, I'm gonna get really close to the mic. Louis Squeeburn dog walks every villain of the last like decade.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not even close.
Yeah.
He's unreal how
such
good
a
that villain
powerful
is.
villain. Yeah. Yep.
And he is so deliciously evil from the outset, he never changes.
Yep.
I love that about him. He knows what he is. I love it.
Yep.
And his point kind of makes sense in a twisted way. You understand
Yep.
why he thinks these things.
Yep.
You know? God, that game is so good. I want to play it right now. That's how good that is.
I do too. I do too. Genuinely. I want to
God,
always
what a
be
game.
playing that game. Oh my gosh, that game is so
Okay.
good.
For sure, for sure. Anyway, I mentioned Death Stranding 2. Noah, you finally done it. You mad lad. You're doing it. You're doing the thing I wanted you to do. We're playing each other's games kind of back and forth a little bit. Noah picked up Death Stranding 2 a while back, I think, but he's
Death
started to
Stranding
play
1.
it. Just okay. I meant as well.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
you were playing Death
I'm
Stranding.
tracking.
Yeah, sorry, I apologize. Death Stranding 1, also, he's playing that game. Death Stranding 2, he'd like to get to at some point, but
Yes.
1, this is the first time he's checked it out. What do you
Yes.
think about this? Because I don't know your full thoughts quite yet. I heard
It's okay.
kind of the beginning things, but yeah.
It, there was like today and yesterday, I was like wanting to play the game. And then I got to a certain point in it today where the game was starting to get, a bit tedious. Like
Yes.
I broke a
Yes.
thing that was for like not even like a main quest, it was like a side main quest, and because I broke the thing on accident, the game was like, "Oh, you got to reload your save, buddy." And it took me back
Yes,
like
they did.
all the way back to like this like place that I did not want to be. And I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh my gosh, I don't want to deal with this." So like I like got myself like back to the place basically where I died, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put this game down. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna boot up this Fish Inc. thing.
That game does that. That game does that. I mean, it is brutal.
The,
The tedium is intentional. I hope you know this. Like
but
they
it's not
want to
fun.
inconvenience
Though.
you. It's not. I agree with
I
you.
don't even know if it's
It's not.
interesting when it's like when you just die. Like
Yeah.
when you lose the game because you broke a microchip that was for like a weird side quest, like
I 100%
I
agree.
don't know. I don't think that's a good game design. I think that's bad, actually bad game design.
Basically, this is like I love this game. This is one of my favorite games of the last little bit. Like I love the Death Stranding series, but I'm not going to defend its issues. Like these are concessions that I can make absolutely because I understand the game is like failings because I know it intimately, right? Um, I agree with you here, like 100%. This is something that two smooths out.
Yeah.
It's just something that they get better with time. The pacing gets better and the checkpointing gets
It
way
just
better. Like
makes me want to get through this game rather than like actively enjoy
yes,
the game.
yes.
Like I'm
And
trying
that's
to
a bummer.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
do
but I
like
understand what you mean.
side content as it comes by, if I'm like at a place for story reasons and then like it gives me more deliveries to do, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go and do these deliveries. They're kind of on my way back to more story content. Sure, I'll go a little bit out of my way to do these deliveries. That's kind of what I've been doing. So it's not like I've been doing no side content. I've just kind of been picking and choosing, like, okay, is this going to make me go through a mule camp? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, I'm not doing that. A no? Okay, I'll just go deliver this thing. That's fine. Or is this thing just like having me go get stuff from like some weird corner of the map that doesn't have anything? Sure, I'll go to the weird corner of the map, grab the thing. As long as it's not a mule camp, basically. I don't want to interact with mule camps as much as possible. I don't like them.
They
They're not fun.
fair warning, they do start really, really inconveniencing you. Like to the point where like, oh, you're on the other end of the map, buddy. Start walking.
Yeah.
Like
They're
literally.
already doing
They
that
do
to
that.
me. Yeah.
Not they are. I know what part you're at, I think.
I'm
It
halfway
gets
through the game.
way,
I was told I'm
way
halfway
worse.
through the game, literally by Dead
Yeah.
Man or whatever, Diehard Man.
Okay.
He told me, you're
Have you
halfway
gotten
done.
to
Is what he told me. So,
okay. Oh, for like the hooking up of shit? Yeah,
no.
sure. So have you gotten to the mountains yet? Have you gotten there yet?
Everything looks like a mountain to me. I don't know.
Snowy mountains specifically. Have you
No.
gotten to the snow area?
No.
Okay. That is just past the halfway point of that game, I would say.
Mm.
I think, from what I remember. That is by far the most frustrating and hard, tedious task of the game is scaling that snowy mountain. Um, because you get rewarded for it at the end, but you're like, I could have used this during the climb, all this stuff. Um, and that's when like zip lines open up and all kinds of stuff after that. Um, and like basically like you'll start seeing zip lines like in the world, and you'll be
Yeah.
able to take some of them if they're
Yeah.
attached, right? The thing about Death Stranding that it's social constructs that are getting
Yeah.
built to assist players. Basically, people are putting it down for themselves, and it's being used kind of like server wide or whatever they do, network wide for other players, right? And you can like or dislike them like in a social construct way. And I love that like asymmetric cooperation,
Yeah.
right? It's a really cool aspect of that
Like,
game. Um,
at least on Steam, like most like structures, like once I unlock a structure, it seems like somebody has already put that structure down where I would logically put that structure. And so it's like,
right.
oh, okay,
Mhm.
great. I don't have to build this myself. Somebody else did that. That's helpful. Takes
Yeah,
out the
it
tedium
feels
of the
like
game.
you're it feels like you're getting assisted along the way,
Yeah.
right? By other players without them
It,
directly cooperating with
and
you.
it's not like it makes the game like more or less difficult because I would have done that
Yeah.
anyways. It just takes some of the
Mhm.
tedium out of the game. It takes like literally
It
time I would
does.
have wasted like building that thing. Somebody already wasted that time for me. So
Yeah.
that's nice. That's a good feature.
I like Death Stranding because of its audacity. It's a very audacious game for what it is. Like it's a AAA package delivery game. Like who the fuck is making this? Like only Kojima could do this. Like in terms of just like having that idea and pulling it off.
I don't
And it
know.
being so considered. I don't know.
Sunshine was a AAA cleaning up the environment game, and you're kind of hard on that one. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of double
I
standard
I
there. I don't know.
I do like that game. Don't hear what I'm not saying about that thing. But with Death Stranding, like it is so weird. That is not a normal AAA game at all. Um, yeah, I don't know. They just do a lot of interesting stuff with it, and by result though, it's a messy experience
Yeah.
sometimes because I think Kojima was in a messier place, just with like the fallout with Konami, like him losing a franchise that he held dearly to him, like a family member, and like
I feel like he
that
was kind
the
of
entire,
done making Metal Gear. I feel like he didn't really want to keep making Metal Gear games though.
that's true. That both can be true though. That's kind of what I
Yeah.
mean. Like he has such a fondness towards that series, but that doesn't mean he wanted to make another one. But like he's upset that it got taken from him in some
Yeah.
way. So this is some sort of therapy for him, is what I understand. And it's kind of manifested itself in some weird off the wall ways with like babies and stuff and tar monsters and ghosts and having to deal with your past and stuff. Like it's a very like metaphorical game in a lot of ways. In ways that two is not. Like two feels more beat by beat. There's a story here.
Yeah.
One is more experiential and like
I
philosophical.
like I barely even was following the story like after the beginning stuff, like when they're like trying to like explain like the like US president stuff, like I kind of just tuned out for that. I was like, I don't even know what's going on
See,
anymore. I'm just experiencing
it's
this. I'm
yeah,
not understanding this at all. I don't care to
and
understand it.
I'm not gonna say it's good because I don't think it is
Yeah.
that good. Like the story is not the point in that game. Two two is so different in that way where the story is incredible.
Well, yeah, I
Like
mean,
it's
it's got
really
Pepper in
weird.
it, so it's got to be good.
it's just really weird, like how different the two games are in
Yeah.
that way. The narrative makes so much is just so much better in the second one, right? But one is experiential. Like you're gonna get like they really the thing about one is they considered everything about this world, like how you interact with it, the interesting systems that you would use to traverse the America, the
Yeah.
Icelandic America that you're
Yeah.
in.
No kidding.
Yeah. Like they thought a lot about a lot of that stuff in the visual language that is very cohesive, right? Um, but like all the stuff with like Cliff, it's not great. Like even though you get Mads Mikkelsen, they kind of waste him a little bit. Um, like all the narrative stuff isn't strong. I totally agree with you. But two like fixes every issue one has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's just I think that game is very interesting. But you're not there for the story. You're just not. You're
Yep.
just not. So. Yeah, I'm glad you're finally playing it. It's a
Yeah.
very, it's just like with Sunshine. You want me to, find it interesting. I hope you find this interesting because it is a very thought provoking thing, even though maybe the things they want you to think that are thought provoking aren't. Maybe,
Yeah.
you know. It's a very fascinating project. So, um, I don't think they're going to make a third one. They've probably two ends definitively enough. You're like, okay, this is a fine duology. This is okay. Um, and yeah, the two caps off so excitingly. Like you're just like, oh man, if they did make a third one, that'd be awesome. But like, they would never need to. I think. But one is a good intro, and two is like a brilliant cap off, if that's the case, in my opinion. So, but you think it's pretty okay so far, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's okay.
Yeah, you're just I feel like you're still getting used to some of it. Maybe you kind of understand what the game is,
I
but
understand what the
yeah,
game is. I understand how to play the game. I don't know if I like the game. I don't know if I want to
sure,
engage
sure,
with the game beyond just like completing the story. Basically, it's kind of where I'm at. I just
yeah,
am trying to do some side content, but I'm mainly just wanting to just go through the story, just get it over with. Basically, that's kind of where I'm at.
gotcha. Okay, okay. Well, unless you have anything else, that's Death Stranding for you, right?
Yep, that is.
Okay, and that is the game block. That is the game block. We have a very short topic, I think. Let's just hit on that, and then we'll round it out with Noah's Anime Corner and Power's TV dinners. We'll talk about that stuff after that. Um, but this is the idea. So Noah and I, he's been playing Sonic games. I've been playing Mario games. We're having we're gonna have a showdown, the Olympic showdown, like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's kind of my idea here. Um, and let's just stick to one sport. That's probably fine. Um, what would be like the new Olympic sport that you'd want to see? And not just in the game, but like if they were to do the real Olympics with these real characters in real life, like what would be a funny thing to watch? It could be literally anything. Like as long as it can be played, you could just put it in the Olympics. Why not? Like it could be whatever. It could be like jacks or something. I don't even know. It could be poker if you want. Like as long as it's a game, I think it counts.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess I'll start since and it'll kind of give you a template for what I mean if you don't quite know where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I would love to see Foursquare. Remember Foursquare growing
Yeah.
up? I love
Yeah.
Foursquare, dude.
You know,
That is such
kids
a good
still play
one.
that at the like church we used to play it in that same like
Yeah.
4 squares. I was just
Uh-huh.
there not too long ago. I
Yeah.
saw kids playing it right there. I'm like, man, some things never change.
Yeah. Something never change. It's perfect. The four squares are perfect. They're
Yep.
all evenly spaced
Yep.
and they're all kid sized. Like
Yep.
you can have a good time playing Foursquare. Um, I think the Sonic characters would be perfect for Foursquare. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And the Mario characters also fit that mold too. Like eh, I don't know if you agree with me. The bigger the character is, the better it would be, probably. So like a Big the Cat would dominate Foursquare. He would be doing like like complete slam dunks sort of
Yeah.
things. Bus stopping with one finger, like boop, you know what I mean? Like that dude is is built for it. I think.
Yeah.
I think Big the Cat would have to just like go like bop beep very easily. If you don't know the rules of Foursquare, get a life. I mean, look it up on YouTube or
Go
something. It's
outside. I don't
very
know. Touch grass.
basically okay. If I have to explain a little bit, it's Foursquare is basically like you go in a circle and there's like a king, like a leader basically, and
Yeah.
they pass it off. Everyone's trying to get to the king and supplant them,
Yeah.
right?
So you want
And
to
the
get
one
them out of
that's
the
I
game.
don't know.
Yeah.
You want to get them out of the game, right? You want to get them out of the game, and every time you get somebody out, you like basically the goal is to like knock the ball in their square and then out of the square before they can recover and get it moved. It's like a hot potato situation, right? Um, and yeah, we played so many hours of this growing up. Like so, like that was like it was that and kickball, but primarily Foursquare. We played so much Foursquare growing up, and it's just a fun game. I think Big the Cat would be really good, like large scale player. Sonic would just do some like I don't know. He would do some like crazy. I think Sonic would be bored by standing one place, and he would do like some crazy like breakdown action while he's waiting. He's like, "Oh, you guys are taking forever."
He would start playing in like the other squares against himself. Is what he would do.
Yes.
He would play
Totally,
Foursquare
totally.
by himself. Yeah.
Right. He would play Foursquare by himself, like all the way around. Like in the
Yeah.
Sonic movie when he plays baseball by himself.
Yep.
Same thing. Same
Yep.
thing. 100%.
Same thing.
Mario would bus stop and then immediately shrink. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
That's what he would do.
Yeah.
And he would skitter around the square being really small, going trying to get the ball back into the next square. Peach would use her umbrella and go like pata pata, getting that over there.
Yeah.
Wario obviously would fart. He would just fart
like, the ball. Yeah.
He would go like wow, bow, bow,
Yeah.
bow, or throw garlic at it. What I feel like Toad would just like exclusively headbutt it. Is that wrong? I don't know.
No, I
like
think,
that might be right.
Yeah.
And okay, I love talking about the nature of Mario characters. Is that his head? Is that Toad's head? Is that his head? Or is that a hat?
That's a hat. That's a hat.
It is a hat.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that because of the Super Show? Do they show that he takes it off or something?
I think so. Yeah, I think I remember him taking it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have I might be Mandela affecting myself here. Maybe this is not a real scene, but I have this picture in my head of Super Show Toad taking off.
Yeah, he takes it off and he's like
a
ooh, that was a tough one. And then he puts his hat back on.
Yes.
Yeah, his mushroom hat.
100%. I am not hallucinating. Okay.
He's just bald as the day he was born, on top of his head, and he just puts it back on. People don't like that. People don't like that when you like take his like, mushroom self off, like, and put it to the side. Like, people go crazy if you do that. They'll be like, "Oh, that looks horrible." It's like, well, no, he's just a bald guy. I don't know, a little bald guy.
Right.
That's why he wears the hat. He's self-conscious about it.
He's self-conscious. Like if he hits it too hard, with his head, his hat falls off.
Yeah,
he's really bummed out about it.
Yeah.
Luigi would do Luigi would do like the the vacuum, but like the reverse vacuum. He'd like catch it, boom, boom. He would just like he would be the king mostly because like he'd be able to corral that ball pretty easy. If I had to imagine, right? Wart, what would Wart do? He would blow bubbles at it, catch it, and then like basically like the ball would come to him, he would blow a bubble on it, capture it, pop it, and then totally slam dunk on somebody. I think. I mean, you can go a million ways about it. I think Boo would be really bad at this game because he would just try to get it, and he's not corporeal, so it goes right through him, and he's always getting out first.
Then like somebody would look at him, and then he'd become corporeal, and then like.
Yeah, that's true.
Then he did like
while
he's like covering himself up, he would accidentally like hit the ball and like be competent in that way.
Right. But he's never leaving square one. No. Never. Like he's always, he gets embarrassed. He's like, ooh, but it tags him and just bounces a couple times in his own square. Like
Yoshi would just, eat the ball and then he'd like poop it out as an egg,
Yep. He would go blah, like that and shoot it out. Or if you could do it like Sunshine, he'd shoot it out like with juice. He could do it like that.
Yeah.
And just get covered. Just balls covered. Yeah.
Oh man. What sound is that? I don't want to play with Sunshine Yoshi playing Foursquare. The blah blah blah. Yeah.
It's like a really gross sound.
It's not great. It's not great. Mouser would just like replace it with a bomb. Yeah. Let's see.
Nabbit's banned because he's invincible.
Sure,
he can never get out.
Yeah. Let's talk about
Like,
Sonic characters. Let's see.
yes, please. Do. See, this is where you
Espio
come in.
would
This is
he
where you come
turn like invisible, and so he's like
in.
hitting the ball and he's invisible, so that kind of makes it harder to get him out. Charmy the bee would
Sure.
just die. Like the ball would come and he would just like get hit by it and he'd like die.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that'd be good. That'd be pretty good.
That'd be pretty funny. Let's see, Silver, he'd like use his like psychic powers and like it wouldn't be fun because he wouldn't even be like touching the ball. He'd just be like, I'm gonna use my psychic powers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Um
that's funny.
like most villains would do that. Like if they got like freaking what's his face? Mephistopheles or whatever his name is. Like if they got
Okay.
him playing, he'd be using like his powers. He's got like psychic stuff too. He can do, I think.
Yeah,
Who's the new guy off Forces? What's the Infinity or whatever his name is?
Oh,
I think he's
I
got.
don't even know.
I think he's got similar powers too. He'd be no fun. Chaos, like
Mhm.
he would like the ball would just like stay in him, and people would be like how do we play this game with him? Like he's made out of water, and they like things that go into him
Yeah.
just like kind of stay inside of him and float around. Like it might actually like hit a chaos emerald out of him or something, and it like reverts to like a previous form or whatever.
Shadow would pull out a Desert Eagle and end the game and just
Yeah,
shoot the ball.
he would end somebody's life while he was doing it too. He's like, I don't have time
Yeah.
for kids games. Yeah,
He would go Chaos Control and just shoot Toad in the head accidentally. That would be really bad.
Yeah. That'd be pretty
Ugh.
cool though. But he'd also use like
Yeah.
chaos control, like and do like time stop stuff, and like
Yep.
it'd be
Totally.
kind of hard
Yeah.
to
Take over.
totally take over. It's
And
like,
people be like, "How did he get to the king spot?" Oh, he time traveled. There we
yeah.
go.
Knuckles
Yeah.
would hit like punch it and like pop the ball, like
Yep.
yeah.
100%.
He's like, oh,
100%.
sorry. Tails would like try and use like some gadget to play for him because he kind of would suck otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Same thing with Eggman. Eggman would like build like some tool to like or like a robot to like do it for him. He's like, I'm not gonna play this. I'm
Mhm.
the greatest scientific genius in the world, And he's like, he just comes in and just has like this robot, and the robot ends up like sucking at it. He's like, why did I build you, you pathetic robot?
Basically the robot gets out and a chipmunk jumps out of it because he's piloting the robot. Yeah, there you go.
And it's Alvin.
No wonder it
Alvin
didn't
and
work very
Chipmunks
well.
as well. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
crossovers. I didn't
Yeah.
expect it. Love it.
Yeah.
Mario, Sonic, and Alvin the Chipmunks at the
That's
Olympic
right.
Games.
That's
There we
right.
go.
That's
we go.
that's how you get the kids in on it. The kids know Alvin the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
They love
Forget
them
Minions.
Chipmunks.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about Alvin. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no one likes Minions anymore.
No more Minions. Just Alvin the Chipmunks. Yeah,
No
no,
Minions.
that,
So yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
yeah. We went up on a while for years, to be honest. But
That's fine.
I was thinking in my head, what if they played Smash Bros?
Okay.
How meta is that? Like,
that's pretty okay. So do you mean playing the video game
yes,
Smash Bros. Or
playing
the
esport video game Smash Bros? We're not even gonna play Ultimate. We're gonna play Melee. We're gonna have them play Melee.
Who is playing who? Are they playing as themselves?
No, they're playing as like I don't think Mario's conceited enough to play as himself. Mario's gonna like he's gonna like try and play like a normal roster character that's like one of the top tier characters.
He's gonna play like a Fox or something. Yeah.
I don't know if he'd play Fox. I think he might play Marth. I think Mario would play Marth.
You think so?
Or Falcon.
Okay.
He might play Falcon.
I feel like Mario would play characters he's either obsessed with or think that are good. Like Fox, he'd be like, he's very cool. I like playing as Fox. Or I'm obsessed with Peach, so I'm going to play as Peach.
Sure.
Slash Bowser / Donkey Kong. Like all the
Bowser,
antagonists.
Bowser's horrible. He wouldn't play as Bowser. Donkey
Okay.
Kong is kind of a decent mid tier that's been kind of a rising star lately. I could see him playing Donkey Kong. I mean, I do think that Luigi would play Luigi. Like straight up, I think Luigi would play Luigi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He'd be too scared to do anything else. Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
yep. But I don't think Mario would play as Mario.
Okay. Interesting. I like that. I like that a lot.
But yeah, I mean, Sonic, I think would play as Fox. Like,
Mhm.
that's like the fastest character. If you do the inputs right,
Right.
I mean
Yeah.
that thing is just crazy good.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I think I also think that Eggman would play. I think he'd play Marth. I think Eggman would play Marth.
Mhm. You're not projecting a little bit, Noah, because you like Marth.
No, Marth is a top tier in that game.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
listing
Fair
off
enough.
tab.
Yeah, if you're
So
talking about
let
melee,
me
yeah.
let me. I'm talking about the esport melee. We're talking about sports esport melee is what I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
So the characters that
Fair.
I'm gonna be like considering are like the top tiers and maybe some like rising star mid tiers, but nobody's gonna
Yeah.
be out here playing Kirby because Kirby sucks, Bowser sucks, Pichu sucks, Ness sucks. All these characters suck. But if the ones that people will be playing are like Fox, Falco, Marth, Captain Falcon, Peach, Jigglypuff, and then you got your characters. And Sheik, and then you got your characters. That are like okay-ish. There's like Samus. There's Donkey Kong. There's Luigi. A lot of rising
Yeah.
stars with those sorts of ice climbers. Yeah, and then you just got your absolute unplayable characters like Zelda, Ganondorf. Yeah, I said Bowser and Kirby and Ness. All Roy, all of those are just absolute dog water unplayable. So in
Yeah.
the competitive
Yeah.
setting, in the competitive esport of Melee. So
Sure. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. So that's kind of what I'm basing this off of. So
Okay, I like that. No, I like that a lot. I like the idea that Nintendo slash Sega characters would play someone other than themselves, and then who do they play? That's a
yeah,
fun idea.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. I like that. I don't have much to add on that. I mean, I kind of agree with most of it. Aside from Mario, I feel like Mario would play like I think he would try out Bowser and then he would be amused how bad he plays and be like, "Well, I never have to do that again." So,
He might play Dr. Mario. I might see Mario playing as Dr. Mario. I'll give you that.
sure, because that's like an alter ego of his. He's like, "That's
Yeah.
not me,"
That's not me. I can play
Right?
this.
That's
Yeah. And I'm not being egotistical.
totally
This is Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario. Have you heard of him?
Hmm.
He's not regular Mario. He's Doctor in front of it.
Yeah.
He went to school. That's a different Mario.
Supposedly.
Yeah, 100%. I like the idea. I like the idea that Dr. Mario might be a missing Mario brother. He's just like the third one of those. I know that's not the case, but that would be a funny idea.
Yeah.
He went off to Johns Hopkins and got his degree,
Yeah.
and Mario and Luigi are just blue collar workers. Yeah, Mario's got a twin,
Yep.
just named Mario. It's so funny.
Uh,
Mario. They're just all called that. It's like when George Foreman named all his kids George. It's the same situation. Except Luigi's like probably adopted if that's the case then. But
That's
whatever.
crazy work.
Anyway, unless you have anything else on that Smash tip, that is
Not really.
the Mario versus Sonic Olympic Maker. That's what I'm calling it. We set up new Olympic sports for the mascots to play. That's a fun topic. I like that. Nice and short. That's good. That's good.
I would have gone with
Um,
fishing, but I knew that Big the Cat would just trounce everyone in that, so we couldn't do that.
oh, that dude is a big fish angler. Like
Yeah.
he's all about it.
Like it wouldn't even be
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
No, he's him and Froggy. They're cleaning up.
Yeah.
They don't even need to put weights in the fish. Like they're getting 100-pounders. Like no problem. Yeah, 100%. Before we get into your anime corner and what you're looking into, I'm going to talk about a little bit of my stuff because I'm just going to mention it.
Sure.
I want you to go at length on whatever you want to do, but I'm calling it Powers TV dinners because I watch TV during dinner because I'm a good person. We're watching the Pit season 2 that ended tonight. Actually, we didn't get to finish it tonight, but we'll finish it tomorrow. For All Mankind is back. I love that show. It's one of the best like space shows ever. It's on Apple. Season 5 is less good than the other seasons because I feel like they're kind of just spinning their wheels a little bit. Because basically, like the idea of For All Mankind is like man has conquered space at this point. Like there's a colony on Mars now, and there's like Domino's and Mars on the Mars comedies, and like Starbucks. Like it's super funny that all these things exist in this world, but like they haven't gone anywhere quite yet. I mean, that's kind of sad, but they'll get there at some point. I picked up The Boys again. I don't know if you've ever seen The Boys.
I've seen the first season.
Season five. Season five is the last season. I've only seen the first season, so I'm watching season two.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with season two. I feel like that show is a little too crass for its own good.
Yeah.
Like it's more sometimes interested in shock value than telling a good story, but like it is pretty good though. I'm enjoying it. Two is not as good as one from what I've seen, but I've heard three, four, and five are great. So I'll be watching that. We'll talk about the movie here in a minute, but Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'm watching the show, going back to that. Just kind
Have
of
you watched it before?
trying to get all the way through. Yep.
Okay.
This will be my second time through. It's been years though. Long
Yeah.
time. And I watched Korra, but I can't remember if I finished Korra. I don't know if I did or not.
I made myself
I've
finish
definitely finished
Korra
Avatar.
not too long ago, like just a few years ago. I made myself finish Korra. I like forced myself to watch that thing. It was like Chinese torture. Like that thing is so horrible.
Oh boy. Dang.
It's
Yeah,
really bad.
apparently they're making a new show. They're making a new show. I wonder if it's going to be any good, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Um, and then finally, I've seen the Legend of Aang movie. That movie's great. We'll talk about that in your bit, so I'll hold off. But we watched Elemental. I told you about this. My wife was
Yeah.
a mess watching Elemental. It was actually like it's a lower key Pixar movie,
Yeah.
but it was really good.
Yeah.
I really
No,
liked it.
people like that thing. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really solid. It's all about literal like elements like
Yeah.
fire and earth and all that stuff. It's kind of funny watching Avatar. It's very similar in that way with all these elementary disciplines and elemental people now in this Pixar
Yeah.
movie. But it was really good. Like it's a really well told story. It's a romance, which is interesting. Um, and it's very different than a lot of Pixar stuff. But it's innovative in the way Pixar usually makes their standalone things. Like if it's not a sequel, they're usually pretty daring in a lot of
Yeah.
ways. And this feels like that. So I really liked it. It was I don't know why I didn't watch it when it came out, but it's good. I want to go see Hoppers. Is what I want to see. That's their new movie, and it was a huge hit.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's it's basically yeah, it was a big hit, huge hit. Like people love that movie. That's from the We Bare Bears guy. And I love that show. I watched that show with my siblings growing up, and yeah, that's an
Never
awesome one.
watched
But
it.
anyway, that's my stuff. Oh, it's really good. Yeah, very good. But yeah, Noah's Anime Corner slash Aang movie. What'd you think about all your stuff?
Yeah. I started watching. New season started, so I'm trying to get myself into it slowly. I haven't picked up a whole lot yet from this new season. I gotta really pick and choose, what I want to watch. But for now, I'm
Yeah.
just watching like continuations of stuff I've already been watching. So I'm watching Classroom of the Elite season 4. That's like,
Yeah.
I would say that is like the most generic like high school anime you could probably possibly watch. Like it's literally just you watch these high schoolers and they're like going through this like class setting that's almost more like a death game type thing, but the like consequence is just like getting expelled. So
Is
like
is it very similar to Assassination Classroom? Does it kind of feel similar to that?
a little bit, but lower stakes than that. But there's a lot more like politics like between the students and a lot more like moving parts to it than Assassination Classroom. It's kind of interesting. The main character's kind of Mary Sue type almost like, um, but it's like, oh, he's the smartest guy, but he doesn't show his emotion, like sort of thing. But
Yeah,
the like
right,
supporting
right.
cast is like all interesting enough. So I'm like, yeah, I've been watching this forever, and so it's just one of those like longer series that they've just taken their time animating. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm watching that. That thing's okay. Doctor Stone, the science future is the third core of it. It's weird science. It's just a weird show. That's all there is to say about it. I like it. It's like extremely shonen. It's like got all of the shonen tropes you could possibly think of, basically. But it's fun in that way.
I love the manga. The manga has some of the best art
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
The Boichi art is incredible.
Hmm.
So
But
yeah,
yeah, I finally got around to finishing 16-bit Sensation. I had like a few episodes left of that thing. I was watching that thing during the season it was airing, and then I just sometimes I'll just not finish shows or just seasons in general, like seasons of anime. I'll just like stop watching anime for like the end of that
right.
season, and so I just won't finish anything that season. So I got back
Yeah,
around to this, and like I didn't really miss out on much. I thought it was going in a pretty poor direction, and unfortunately, I was right to drop it. But I watched it, I finished it, and like, I really think that you can watch like the first like 9 episodes of this thing and like just stop watching it and be okay because the first 9 episodes are great. Basically the premise is this girl wants to get into making like basically oh, it's they use the term bishojo, and it's they're basically like visual novels, but like the sort of ones that are you're just like talking to like the girls, like that's kind of like all the interaction is. Those sort of visual novels
gotcha.
with just like the cute girls. Um,
Mhm.
she wants to make those basically, and so she joins on like this game development company, and she's just like making like minor art assets for this thing, not even like designing the girls, and she's really bummed out by her lot in life basically as like a like co like artist, you know, like a you know, just a extra artist almost, you know. And so
Like
she's
almost a
like
staff, like it's just like a staff aide or something. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what she is, and she doesn't want to be that. And so she ends up like going to this store and getting a bunch of these old like shoujo games, and she opens one up when she's in like this shop and like this donut shop or whatever, and she ends up getting sent back in time like to before that game was made. I think is how it works, and then like she like meets the staff that was like going to make that game, and then she ends up helping them create the game. So she like gets to do like, and this is like back in like, you know, like PC 98 era, and so she's like, you know, like using all the different like pixel graphic effects to like make these games. It's really cool. They mess with
that's
like
cool.
they
Yeah,
talk about like dithering and like sort of like techniques like that to make the games, you know, work on like the PC 98's color palette slash like work on the CRT screens and all that. So
that's really
it's
cool. I like
it's
that
yeah,
a
it's my
lot.
type of show. And the first about 9 episodes are basically that, and then like they just have like this weird like plot like conflict where like she gets goes back to her time, and like it's like a utopian dystopian sort of thing because like she made this game that was just too good, and so then like America started really liking like these bishojo games, and so they kind of took over the market on it, and so she inadvertently ruined the genre that she loved because America ruined it, and so it's like a whole conflict with like they like try and like put her basically like in like a tank to like steal her ideas, kind of like a freaking split fiction sort of concept. And yeah, it wasn't just it just wasn't working for me. I finished that thing. I was like, yeah, okay. I didn't need to finish this thing, but the first part's good. So, um,
Yeah,
it's a fun one. Apothecary Diaries season 2 finally finished that thing. That thing is incredible. It's probably
yeah,
the best like shojo anime around. Definitely check it out. That whole series is great. People love that thing for good reason. I think it's got incredible story, incredible character design, art. That thing's great.
yeah.
Yeah, and I started rewatching some old shows that I enjoyed when I was getting into anime. Started rewatching Mirai Nikki. That thing is fun. I've got like a like Malaysian sort of like copy of like the DVD coming in the mail so that I can watch that thing on my DVD player because uh, I'm trying to watch it on my like Steam Deck, but I can't quite get the resolution for my other TV,
Right.
my other CRT to like work correctly. So I just kind of want to watch that on the DVD player. But
Mhm.
so I've been watching that. I had like my nephews over and I was showing them Neon Genesis Evangelion because I got like the box set of that like on DVD. I have the like ADV version of it and that's like the original dub before like the new dub that they did, and so it's got like the really like the Shinji, and you know it's pretty rough. I like it. I think it's charming, but my nephews thought it was hilarious. They thought it was like the worst dub they've ever heard. So
The the Netflix dub is very good of
yeah,
that show.
yep. People like that
I
Netflix
really
dub.
like that dub.
Yep,
I like the Shinji in that show a lot.
yep.
They use a non-binary actor to play Shinji, and it's
That
really
kind of
good.
makes sense.
So
Yeah, kind of
yeah,
fits.
yeah. Well, but Shinji's a kind of an androgynous character a little
Yeah,
bit, like in
yeah,
some ways.
yeah.
It's interesting. Like he possesses some female and male traits, and some in between for
Yeah.
sure. So yeah.
But yeah, that shows that show's incredible. I kind of want to rewatch that after watching the first few episodes, but um,
Yeah.
yeah, I just finding the time. And then I also showed them the first like 5 or so episodes of Sword Art Online. That thing is fun.
Oh. Mhm.
It's it's like the isekai, right? Like that's like the one that started the whole trend. Like there were isekai before it, there was fantasy worlds before it. I don't even think that thing's really an isekai technically, but like isekai would not be a genre without Sword Art Online. It's like huge
Right.
success. Like that thing was such a huge success right out the gate, and I don't even think it's
Mhm.
like close to being the best one of those things, but it's charming in its own way. It definitely does like the fantasy thing a little bit differently than a lot of them because it's a virtual thing and because they have like you die in the game, you die in real life sort of thing. Like they really don't
Yeah.
do that a whole lot in anime, so um,
Right.
it's interesting enough. I like it okay. Um, it's
Cool. Sword Art Online.
yeah, it's a charming thing.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. Yep, and then yeah, we I watched the Legend of Aang, those leaks with Drake. Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing's incredible. That thing is
It's so good. So good.
should be the
It's so
standard
good.
for American animation from now on, and is
It's an unbelievable movie. Like if they put it out in theaters, we gotta support it. Like I
yeah,
love that movie.
yeah.
It was so good. It was so well done.
But like
Um,
the, Paramount was like, oh, we're just gonna put this on our crappy streaming platform. Like nobody wants to watch on your crappy streaming platform. People are gonna pirate that thing anyways. I know, I'm people. So like
yeah.
it getting leaked didn't matter. Like they already made the bad business decision of not putting that thing in theaters. Like I saw a comment today on YouTube, right, and it was like it's crazy that the Amazing Digital Circus is going to be releasing in theaters but not Avatar. Like that's crazy. Like how can like an actual like beloved franchise Nickelodeon thing not be releasing in theaters, but then like this YouTube thing is. Like I like that YouTube thing, don't get me wrong, but that's just an insane idea. Is that like what they don't think
Crazy.
that people are gonna show up for like The Legend of Aang? They think that's a bad business decision putting that in theaters? Like, no, that's ridiculous. Of course that's not a bad business decision. What are they
It's
doing?
gonna be huge.
Yeah, what
It's
are
gonna
they
be
doing?
huge. It
Genuinely.
would be huge if they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, going back to the movie, the movie's just really well done. The animation
Yeah.
is off the chain in that movie.
Yep.
It's so, so good.
The
Um,
characters are all, portrayed extremely accurately. I saw this thing on YouTube as well. They were like, I can't believe they made Toph straight. That's horrible. Like, what are we talking about? What? Toph has always been straight. She had two different kids with two different guys. What do you mean? Like all even
yeah.
like the original Avatar, like she's always had like the hots for like every single guy she comes across pretty much. Like
Yeah, Toph gets around, dude. Like
Yeah, she
she's
gets
always been.
around.
What? I don't understand why people think that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
how would
I
you
don't know.
think that? Like, there's plenty of uh, representation in Korra's cast. Korra has a lot of that, whatever, But like
Yeah,
the that core show, like it didn't really have a lot of that. Like that's just not what that show had,
yeah. It's a weird one. Like
Yeah,
it reeks of like headcanon that they believe and they feel like is the truth, and then when they say it, people go, "What?" You
yeah,
know what I mean? So I don't know. That's weird.
yeah,
Anyway, the movie was super, 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 super good.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I feel
It
bad for
was
the artists
very.
and the people that worked on it, but
Yep, yep.
screw Paramount. So
Well, yeah, and that's just it. Like, yes, I feel bad for them, but me watching that on Paramount, whatever, that just wasn't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen for a lot of people. Like, we're not gonna go out and buy another stupid streaming thing just to watch your movie. Like, give us a way to rent that movie digitally. Give us a way to uh rent that movie physically. Let's bring back movie rental places.
sure.
Hello, like, come on, like, oh man, like, yeah, even is Redbox still around? Do people still Redbox stuff?
I haven't seen a kiosk around recently, but they
Yeah,
have existed in the last couple of years. I know that. So
yeah, it's just crazy to me. Like, not even
yeah,
Redbox is all that. It's so weird. It's so weird.
it is weird.
Like, I really wish that those rental places just existed. Like, the streaming age, just it kind of sucks. You have to have all these different subscriptions for all these different things if you want to go through the right channels for things, and
Hmm.
it's just too much. It's just too many subscriptions.
We got a la carted to oblivion. Like it's
Yeah.
not. We're getting nickel and dime to
Yep.
shit, and it's getting
Yep.
really old. Um,
It was
to the
great
point where people are like,
when.
I want cable again." Like people are saying, "I want cable again." I'm
Yeah.
like, "No, you don't. You also don't want this."
Yeah,
So
well, I mean, it's the same as cable. At this point, you're paying for the streaming service and you get commercials. Like, that's how all those things are going now. Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah.
How it goes.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. Anyway, that's I think that's everything you had, right? Your anime corner slash
Yeah,
avatar
yeah. Avatar Aang, though, I
thing.
mean, that thing is incredible. Yeah, the conflict is incredible in that thing. Definitely don't want to go into too deep on that. But you gotta watch it.
The
You just
final
gotta watch it.
the the final sequence is some of the best animation I've seen.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
pure.
You gotta go out and watch
Um,
It's all over the place online. You can find a place to watch it. It's super easy. You
yeah,
can't really
for
find it
sure.
on Twitter anymore. I looked, but there's a lot of other places online that you can find that thing. So
I watched it on Twitter whenever it hit. I watched it on Twitter, so
yeah,
that's where I watched it.
that's fine. But I'm
I watched
just saying
the
you can't find
I
it there
always
anymore.
right. I always say that. I watched the Minecraft movie there too,
Hmm,
and I watched parts of the Galaxy Super Mario Galaxy movie when I got back from the theater on Twitter, which was funny.
that's crazy.
Um, yeah, I just wanted to see if I could do it. I could, but yeah, that's good. That's a lot of good stuff that we talked about.
Yeah,
Pragmata probably next go. I mean, did you buy that game already? Or are you getting it?
yeah. No, it's on my computer right now. It's ready to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since we went a little longer than I anticipated, I probably won't get to it tonight,
No,
but I
I
will be
won't.
playing it this weekend.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
um, yeah, yeah. Um, oh, that reminds me, I didn't even actually talk about Dosa Divas, but we'll save that for next time because
All right.
it's fine because I haven't played enough of it to really say much about it. I played like 30 minutes of it.
Oh,
I feel like
okay.
if I don't talk about a game, it's usually because I haven't played enough of it.
Yeah.
Um, but I did tease that I played something new. I played Dosa Divas. We'll get to it next podcast
Hmm.
probably. But that and Pragmata is definitely what I'm looking forward to playing. This weekend. That'll be a good time. So
Yep.
yeah, cool. That's a podcast. That's the 36th one of these. Noah, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Um, Video games are good, turns out, even when they're bad. So
Well, good thing we didn't talk about any bad video games in this podcast. So.
not a single one. Not one single bag. Anyway, have a good night, guys. We love you. Bye bye.
Bye.